Well, hello there.
Oh, there's our gracious DM.
Flattery will only
So-
get you killed faster.
Yeah, so
Ah.
I got sent to the break room for a little bit.
So, we've had a week, 2 weeks to plan as to how exactly you're going to pull your asses out of this fire.
Because we completely, totally planned. We know exactly.
I know some
what we're
people
doing.
were running it through their minds.
I cast lightning bolt. Wait a minute, wrong character.
Yes,
I've been trusted
yes.
the whole
Cast
thing
lightning
from the
bolt
beginning.
underwater. See what happens.
Like I'm like a chess master. I've seen several moves ahead now. You better watch out.
Lightning bolt underwater quickly turns that 5-foot wide line into a 15-foot wide line.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
It goes from just goes from
15 feet wide, 100 feet long.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty significant.
It's like your hand now just got a dragon's breath weapon.
Why do we not implement this more often?
Oh, because nobody casts lightning bolt underwater.
Damn it.
Listen,
Mostly
don't wanna
because
get
they
hit
don't
by
want to
it.
kill their party.
Yeah.
themselves.
I just want you all to know that when this is over and we survive,
You're
Mabel's
gonna.
not gonna shut the fuck up about how she told you so.
Are you gonna be able to do that straight
Well-
to Syra though?
Well, see,
Yep.
She can
first
try.
off,
She can fucking try.
you're gonna have to survive.
Yeah, that's it. If we survive, just know this is gonna be the biggest I fucking told you so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out for you.
So yeah, when we last left off, the group was continuing their adventures along through the desert, making their way closer and closer towards the oasis where the Morningstar clan was going to be setting up for the next couple months. But along the way, some of you caught sight of some strange standing stones out in the middle of the desert. Choosing to investigate, the closer you got, you saw that there was life around these stones. Grass and trees and plants. Syra was able to identify this was some sort of druidic circle that created an oasis in the middle of the desert. Though, upon further investigation, there was no more water in here. Instead, you found some strange bipedal lanternfish-like creatures staring down a large hole where the water should have been. After some conversation, you learned that there was life down in the hole. Life that was calling to them. They had previously sent one of their own down, but unfortunately they cannot fly. So with the help of who seemed to be the leader of the group, you were able to feather fall down into the hole. After some swimming, you came into a cave with these strange crystals that seem to emanate this purple light. Some sort of bioluminescence inside the crystals. So if you were to break them to take for your own, the light would die off. Going a bit deeper into the cave, you came across a rather large water elemental who tried to convince you to stay, to serve it, to tend the cave to bring more life to it. So I believe it was Callie who was able to see through its lies, saw that it wasn't actually a water elemental, but a strange aboleth that was using an illusion to make it appear like an elemental. After being called out, and its true identity revealed, a battle ensued. And that is where we are picking up today, is the top of the, not the top of the initiative, but the initiative that we left off on last episode. So that is going to be Callie's go.
Well, I think it's always a good thing to start off a turn by taking a potion, which I'm going to do. And that is going to give me back 7 HP. And then I'm really hoping this thing has reach, but it probably doesn't. So I'm probably going to get a opportunity attack against me here as I move over to Reiju.
Give me one moment, because I'm going to I had to pop his character sheet out because I lost it. He does have reach.
Ooh. So I didn't leave his threat range then.
Let's see. You have not left his threat range, no, because he, every one of his attacks has a 10-foot reach.
Ooh, even better. Okay. So I am going to place my hand on Reiju's chest, and those fiery wings are going to burst out from my back once more, but instead of lifting me up into the air, they're going to kind of wrap around myself and Reiju as I expend a charge to use its healing ability instead of the flight ability.
Okay.
Let me roll that here real quick.
And that allows you to dump what, 3d10?
Yep, it is 3d10 plus my constitution modifier.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Oh,
That is going to be 22 HP, Reiju.
okay.
And that is my
Whoa.
turn.
Okay.
Amazing.
Sarah.
Okay, that changes some of my plans.
Well, it's a good thing that you have multiple people who can restore HP.
Yeah.
Sure is nice.
I'm trying, people keep saying they're gonna like hit, like if someone's acting weird, they're gonna hit them with end charm. Like I guess I still don't realize Mina's acting weird, I guess, even though I've seen everything she's done.
You could.
Can I roll something to see if I can determine if this
give me
is
an
because
insight
I am
roll.
a caster and I do know the charm spell, so I would be familiar with this kind of magic.
Go ahead and give me a. Go ahead and either give me a Arcana roll or an Insight roll.
Okay, I'm gonna do insight. Let's see. That would be, where the hell is my insight? It's for 21.
21. Yeah, there's definitely something off about Mina. You know, she's at times sort of a loose cannon, but you haven't really seen her just decide to say, you know, screw the enemy in front of me, I'm going to attack my group and try to nuke people in an AoE.
Okay.
So even though she's sort of a loose cannon, this is still not normal for Mina.
Okay. I'm looking over, like, I don't know what spell this is, but like I'm familiar with charm and I don't see anything about it ending if someone's hit. I'm trying to see what I would know about this. But some of you guys were talking like as if that would potentially solve the problem. Or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
It would, that would be more if you rolled the Arcana side of things. You would know exactly what was going on, but the insight, you can tell that Mina is not acting normal.
Okay. I am just gonna go ahead and cast, since I'm not sure exactly what would solve the issue. I guess I'll Can I roll an Arcana to see if I would know remember that about the spell or no?
No, because
Very
you
close, okay.
sort of used your action using the insight.
Oh, that was an action,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't do anything else. Or was that a
No,
free action?
no. Like, oh yeah. So if you used your like, it was pretty much a free action for the insight. But if you want to use an Arcana roll again, this is going to be your action because it's taking
As
up
an
a little more
action.
time. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna take care of this. I'm just gonna cast Dispel Magic on Mina.
Okay. Can you bring up Dispel Magic?
Sure. There you go.
For each spell, 4th level or higher, make an ability check. Okay. You cast Dispel Magic, and you don't really see anything changing.
I don't need to roll on it?
Nope. Because it's not a spell.
Ah, okay. Well, that was a waste. So as I cast it, I'm gonna just say, Mina, snap out of it, and cast it, but obviously it doesn't work, and I'll look at my hand confused and glare at the creature.
You know you cast the spell. You felt the magic, emanating from you, but Nina's just kind of still standing there, angry.
Alrighty. So it's or magical effect. So it's not considered a magical effect?
Is it magic or magical effect?
It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yep.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower, the target ends for... Oh, okay. Yeah, so go ahead and make a DC check on that then.
Okay. Do I add anything or is it
Your
you-
spell attack modifier.
my spell attack modifier? Okay.
Yeah, it's making a bit using your spell casting ability.
Oh, okay. So
So
that
it's your
would be-
the ability modifier.
Oh, I rolled kind of low, so let's see, 8, 15.
15. Let's see here. What is... Go off what the DC is here.
10 plus the spell's level.
Because it's technically not a spell, so it doesn't really have a level to it. So I'm
Well, what is it based off of, if anything?
What was the DC to beat?
yeah, that's what I'm going off of. Is I'm going off the DC to save against the ability, because it's enslavement.
Oh.
It just pretty much, he looks at you and says, "Yeah, you're mine."
So maybe, I guess, like you said before, maybe Dispel Magic doesn't work in this situation if it's like
Yeah,
an innate ability.
because it's not necessarily a magical effect in this case, because it's got no spell level to it.
Yeah, that's fine. We can say it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. And just bonus action, I'm gonna move Moonbeam on top of it again.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. Snit.
Yeah, 1 second, please. Let's see here. All right. So, again, reminder: my crossbow is currently magical because of the
Yep.
repeating shot infusion on it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my shot against. Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna take my shots against it.
Okay.
Okay, well that was an 18 on the die, so 27.
Barely hits.
Yeah, okay.
Barely hits.
Good to know. Good to know. That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points. Okay.
And second hit. Same thing, 18 on the die. So, okay.
Pew pew.
That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move next to Nyrix and point at that snake dagger that I have on my belt. In case she wants, like, tap her on the shoulder, point at the snake dagger on my belt. Actually, did I get a sense that dagger was magical in any way, shape, or form when I looked at it?
When you looked at it, no.
Well, I'll still do it just in case it's magical. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked cool. Okay. Zellark.
Well,
Oh, you're all the way back
Since-
there. I was like, where the hell is Zellark? You can't hide from
I
the
got
DM.
the fuck out. So I saw Mina attack everyone. Reiju came back up. The thing's still glowing in fairy fire. So I'm going to point or look at Mina. Just yell at her. Stop messing up. You're going to make Syra mad at you, and then cast Charm Person on Mina to try to counteract the enslavement.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to give Mina like mental breakdowns here.
You're
Yeah,
thinking she doesn't already have them?
yeah.
All right.
Further unhinged the angry one.
So Charm Person is not going to take effect
Oh, damn.
because the enslavement is considered a charm ability. You
Okay,
can't
so I
double
can't.
charm someone.
Okay. Well,
But you cast Charm Person, and again, you feel the magic flowing from you. But Mina's still standing there, pretty much just seething in anger.
well, I've done what I can, and at that point, I will. So I can go 15 feet. I will move this way,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Alrighty. Nyrix.
Yeah, seeing how she's all up in my business and she just hurt me. I'm gonna go ahead and just punch Mina in the face.
Okay.
Which was
Snap her
gonna
out
witch
of
her.
it. What?
Which was gonna witch her.
What is my there it is. Okay. I know what my bonus is on that. 18?
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, that definitely
Okay.
does. Yes.
Okay. So because it's an unarmed strike, I think that's just straight up 3 damage. I don't think I rolled for that. It's just my unarmed.
No,
strike,
because
so
apparently, unless you're a monk, you're only allowed to deal 3 damage to people.
that's stupid.
So dumb.
You can be a fighter brawler.
You can lift like these giant ass swords, swing them and cleave through people, but if you punch them, it's only a love tap.
It's supposed to be that way.
Shouldn't be.
Does it snap her out of it?
Mina, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 9.
9, you are still charmed. So Nerix turns around, just nails you right in the face, just like right between the eyes. And you kind of like shake off the cobwebs for a moment, but then you just feel more resentment towards her as what the aboleth has been feeding in your mind begins to make more and more sense, that she's turned on you. Reiju.
No, I still got an extra attack,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna use my movement too. So, I'm just contemplating on.
Killing Mina.
Yeah, but
Hit her again.
her rolls and her wisdom sucks though. All right, I'll do it again.
My wisdom's not bad. It's my rolls.
Well,
Punch her.
oh, same exact roll.
Bullshit.
All right, yeah. So another 3
So
damage.
another 3.
All right. Finally, thank Christ. That's a 21.
That's a 21. All right. This time, like, you just get, she just like pops you once in the between the eyes, and you kind of shake it off, and then she just haymakers you right into like the side of the head, and it just disconnects the psychic link that you had between you and the aboleth. So, which is probably a good thing because of what the aboleth was planning. But
So try to not get controlled so easily, and I'm gonna swim.
Go fuck yourself.
You're the one that has a bloody nose.
Good job, Nerix.
Big, just like thumbs up. I think I need to be. Hold on. I think I just had to move just a smidge, just a scotch. Oh, that's the wrong person. Oh, I didn't have to move at all. Sweet, he moved closer to me. Never mind. Tee-hee.
I mean, to be fair, he's been there the entire time.
He originally was where I was.
Oh yeah,
because
because he swam out of the
Swam
out of
away
the
from me.
moonbeam. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
I had to dash to get to him. It was embarrassing.
you know.
Oh yeah.
Could I use my movement to just grab the dagger that Snit was pointing at?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay, I'll grab it, and so I've got my crossbow.
My
Got my
crossbow.
crossbow in one hand, the dagger in the
I'm
other.
gonna
and
load
I'm just like,
I'm gonna load the knife into the crossbow.
oh my god!
I
yes.
mean, I just found out the other night that there were stone crossbows. Like they shot stones. They were made for
Yeah.
that kind of projectile.
forged
It
in
was like,
fire, bitch.
huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was basically a high-powered slingshot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a dire slingshot.
Yeah.
It's the great sword equivalent of slingshots.
yeah, pretty much.
Loading a dagger wouldn't be too far off from that, of course.
Okay, so you
Probably
need to
doesn't.
make one of those in this game, and then we load it with D4s.
If you
Fire
like,
those at people.
I'm saying if somebody decides to
Load it with a
create
dart.
a stone crossbow, I'll make a stat block for it.
Well, while y'all contemplate that, I'm
Oh, geez.
contemplating how
Who
many
could do
bolts
that?
I'm gonna hit the aboleth in the face with divine righteousness.
Yeah. No, I'm done. I used all my attacks and my movement, so
Okay.
all you read you.
Yeah. I think I will use my last key point and do flurry of blows from a distance. So 3 bolts of radiant damage.
Homage.
First one I believe is going to be an 18.
Where the fuck is your armor class? What happened to your? Okay, give me a second.
Fair enough.
The armor class just up and vanished from the character sheet.
Ah!
It
It's
has no armor.
vulnerable.
It's vulnerable. Yeah.
No.
What? What book is this boy from?
Tome of Beast 1.
Tome
Tome of Beast 2.
of Beast 1. Hopefully it's near the start.
Void Aboleth.
It's probably not. Oh, it is. Cool. You said 18, right?
Yeah.
18 hits.
Okay, so the first bit of damage is only going to be 5 points.
5 points, okay.
And second attack from the flurry of blows. Yeah, that's even higher. I'm just going to throw that in there. That's going to be 6 points of radiant. Then let's 19 to hit. Yeah.
19 hits.
And that's gonna be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I am going to
Run the fuck away.
no. I'm actually gonna get up in close and personal again. Right there.
Reggie doesn't run.
No, because that would have been the smart thing to do. Reggie's like, fuck it. Punch. Cast fist.
Mostly I'm being a shield for Callie because in our past experience, she's usually being left alone a lot. So now it's Double Dragon's time. But that ends my turn.
Okay.
Great movie.
Mina.
All right. Give me my echo back. Put it right where put it right behind Reiju because I can summon it up to 15 feet.
Okay.
And it's just gonna go around her right there, and she's gonna start swinging.
Okay.
Where's my sword stat?
Are its attacks magical?
It's an echo, so I assume so.
Fortunately, I don't think so.
I will double check.
I am.
We'll find out.
All right. Well, first attack was a 1 for a total of 7.
A natural one?
Yes,
Well, Reggie
but it's the
fucked
echo.
The
It's the
durability.
echo.
durability-
My sword durability doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
'cause
no,
that sword's
no.
not real.
That's not what I'm worried about.
No, I know.
The durability of an echo is 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got like bumped up just to get knocked back down.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage against Reiju.
It's not horrible. It's just a D8.
Oh, just a D8. Was
Well,
somebody
Well,
who
she-
plus-
Hey, wait a
plus
minute.
5.
somebody
She
who's
missed,
under
she
half
failed and
HP?
missed me. You missed.
What?
I'm above 8. I'm above half.
Oh God.
Barely above half.
Shush.
What's half for you?
20.
20.
She's at
Okay,
22.
you're fine. You're fine.
This battle's going great, guys.
It's
doing
only
fine.
12 damage.
We're really fun.
Only.
Mina is the
Wait.
one that has done more damage to everyone else than the actual monster.
Yep.
So wait, hold on. Are we
So
sure
one
Mina's
actually
not
hits
still
me.
charmed?
Is what you're saying.
Anyway,
I'm being
this-
punished.
I have extra
Yeah.
attack.
Are we sure Mina's not still charmed?
Okay, that's better. That's better.
I'll punch you in the face again.
14.
14 will not hit.
That would be
Okay.
funny if Nyrix just punches her in the face again, just to be sure.
Damn it, I thought
At
you
least
did.
it's test.
I got a double tap because the first tap doesn't count because it didn't snap her out of it. Now she
Yeah.
snapped out. I got to double tap that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just got to do a loyalty test and punch her in the face again.
Exactly.
And I will
Thor and Hulk and
expend
Avengers.
one of my invoke echoes, so she's gonna attack one more time.
Okay.
Cocked. Let's go, baby. That is a 24.
24 will hit.
All right. For a total of 7 damage.
Okay. Let's see. Got the Aboleth on his turn.
Start of his turn, he takes damage.
Oh yeah, he's got to make the save, right?
Beam.
What kind of save does he got to make?
Does he keep
Yeah.
making the save? or
Yeah,
does
yeah. He
take
makes the
damage?
save. He makes the save at the start of his turn when he's in there, and it's either full or half damage.
Okay. It's a con save.
Okay, so it's a con save. He's going to make a 21 con,
Oh, that's right.
so
yeah.
he will take half.
Half. Ugh. Come on, shitty rolls today, guys. got a 3, a 2, and a 2. So bullshit.
So
for
7?
3.
So for
Five,
3.
So 7 damage halved. Fucking bullshit.
Hey, magic BB. Let's go. yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
shit.
he just
sorry,
stuck his
guys.
finger in the bug zapper and it's like, ow.
And we're rolling like pros today.
Alright.
Quick note: the Echo Knight's attacks, they are your attacks. So if your normal attacks are magical, then the Echo Knight's or the Echo's attacks are
Okay.
magical.
Oh, so yeah, no, then it's not magical.
Yeah, so it's not magical. So he's gonna again swim out of the magical bug zapper over here. And he's gonna make some attacks here.
Well, it was nice while it lasted, guys.
So
See y'all next year.
seeing as
Different campaign.
how I have to call the attacks before I do them, I can't swing and then I go on another person if one person falls. He's going to make 2 attacks against Reiju and 1 attack against Mina. Not Mina, against Callie. Reiju does a where is that? Does a 16 hit?
No.
Well then a 15 isn't going to hit either. So two of the ethereal tentacles kind of like lash out, but you're able to like easily swim through them.
Immediate PTSD from tentacle squashes. Damn
And then
nightmares.
Kelly. Jesus. I don't think an 11 hits you.
I don't think it does. No.
And that is all he will do. Actually, no, he's going to form swap. And he is going to change from the ethereal plane into the physical plane.
Oh.
And Callie, starting your turn, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution saves. I can maybe do those.
Well, you're a monk, I would hope so.
Well, ours
17?
are.
What's that?
17.
17, you're fine. As soon as he comes back into the material plane, you start feeling that the area around him is just this uncomfortable chill.
That is a little bit alarming because I have to stay within melee range of this guy. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna start punching him.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like a monk thing to do. First strike is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage, and this is magical if it makes any difference.
It does actually make difference.
Thanks to the key empowered strikes that I got on the last level up.
Because you've got magic hands.
Yeah, I do. Okay, strike number 2 is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be 7 bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning. Okay.
And then we are going to spend a key point to flurry of blows and do 2 more. Oh, that one's probably not going to hit though with a 10.
Nope.
And number 2 is going to be a 21.
That'll hit.
Which will make it max damage, 11 bludgeoning.
Nice.
And that
Okay.
will be all.
And then we move on to Syra.
Oh, damn, I can't do anything against this thing.
Well, you can now because it's in the physical form, so it now now it can take damage from non-magical attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, not just that. It's just the spells I had prepared. Like, Erupting Earth's not going to do shit in this situation, for example. Except for maybe cause problems for us. I have fire attacks. Also probably not going to do much in this situation.
Well,
And
anybody,
their concentration.
yeah, it's just resistance. Anybody struck with a fire attack underwater has automatic resistance.
Yeah. I was having a druid problem of most of my spells are concentration. And I was gonna I could wild shape now that it takes physical damage. That could be a thing.
Dolphin.
Maybe I'll do that. Fuck dolphin, I'm going shark. I'm gonna move the moonbeam as my bonus action, so we'll do that first. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna wild shape into a giant shark.
A shark?
A shark.
What kind of shark?
Baby shark, do 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 do.
She's
No.
I
going to
will
be
beat the shit out of you so hard.
it's gonna be a giant tiger shark because I think they look cool. Only her
Agreed.
stripes are purple and she's got little tiefling horns on the shark.
Which shark are you turning into?
Tiger.
It's called a giant shark.
The CR5 giant shark?
No, there's. Oh, sorry. Let me look it up. I'm trying-
It's the CR2 one, right?
No, hold on. Let me find it.
And remember, all attacks get advantage.
There was. Where did
No
it go?
disadvantage.
Right.
Okay, I had it saved on.
Because what's the highest CR you can change into?
I think 4. Let me see. The wild shape. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, CR2. Okay.
CR2? Okay, so that would be a hunter shark.
Okay,
Wait,
that's
did
what
I
I was
just-
looking for. Thank you.
Did
Yeah.
I just see a shark with a narwhal horn? on
Yes,
his
you
head?
did. You saw the Nar shark.
What the hell?
Why isn't it on my wild shape list? Ugh. Okay. Sorry, I had this stat and then D&D Beyond like being difficult with me. But yeah, that sounds right.
Your look is reminding me of a One Piece shark that I need to find and show you now.
You're talking about the bull shark.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to swim over to the aboleth, and he's taking damage, right?
Oh yeah, he's taking damage. You also have control of the shark now.
Oh, cool.
I'm just
So,
gonna
Syra,
I'm just gonna
Syra
get
shark, do 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 do.
yeah, I'm gonna just make a folder that's just called wild shape just so you have access to it.
Okay. Thanks. So Syra Shark's gonna go swim, 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 and she's gonna smell the blood in the water and go into a blood frenzy, so she has advantage on melee attacks. So I'm going to bite him.
Okay.
Okay, let me see.
Best part about Wild Shape is you have HP cheats.
Yes, this is true. Although she was fine on HP, but I just want to do something.
Wild shape, the druid's temporary HP.
So that's going to be 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
2d8. Plus 4. Ooh! Okay.
Keo, no.
14 points of piercing damage as Syra Shark bites in and just starts doing the shark.
Is that magic damage or is that non-magic damage?
Well, you said he could take physical damage.
Well,
'cause
no,
he's
yeah, he can
in
take
physical
physical
form.
damage now. He still has resistance against non-magical damage,
Damn it!
but that's why I was asking if your bites were magical or not.
I don't think so, because I
Okay.
think I actually turn into that animal. So,
All right, so you latch on, you start doing the weird shark shake.
yep.
You feel the teeth bite in, but he's still got the bone plating on his face is kind of giving you a bit of trouble.
Grr. Okay, there's that. And I'm gonna stay there so I can like try to be the Shark Tank.
Okay. Snit.
Well, I'm gonna do something I should have been doing all along, and include sharpshooter in my attacks.
Oh yeah, that's
This is-
why I have this scope. It's a sniper rifle.
This is why it hurts to play once every 2 weeks.
Because you forget what you got, yeah.
You forget what you got. It's kind of a key point to the build. All right, so Snit's gonna swim vertically. Not that he really needs to for the point of hitting this thing, but he wants to get an above view. He's going to swim vertically a little bit, but not so much that it's out of range for his hand crossbow, which I think should be about 15 feet up. I should still be good.
Okay.
If I need to, I'll move forward a little bit, but remember, I'm about 15 feet up from the flat plane.
Yep.
Take shot. Okay, so does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay, that was already subtracting the 5.
With advantage.
Yes. Okay, that's great. This is better. 27 points of damage.
And it's magical.
It is. All of it is added on top of the weapon damage.
Okay. So you fire that bolt and it just pierces through one of its central eye, and then everyone just sees it. Like, you can hear the bones cracking as it's tearing through, and it flies out the bottom as it just gives out a gasp and then goes limp in the water.
Anybody need healing?
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh wow.
I want to double tap this bitch. I want to check and make sure it's
Yeah,
dead.
seriously.
As soon as that happens, the water kind of like recedes back into that central pool.
Cyrus Shark is gonna just do the
The
fishy
flop.
shake.
Are you like halfway out of the water of the little pool?
Flop.
It's just.
She's like looking at you guys like, help.
Like,
I'm gonna go over and roll Syra into the just the 5 feet over into the pond.
Okay.
So,
If a shark could give you a thank you with its eyes.
I just get a shark wink.
Yeah.
funny thing, I'm 15 feet up and the water goes away.
It goes just slowly, I'm guessing.
I mean, we all
Yeah.
kind of floated a
It
little
doesn't
bit.
vanish. It kind of just like
Oh, okay.
slowly recedes back into the water.
So it's gonna push me forward, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's gonna push you forward a little bit just because you're in the wall.
Reiju is actually going to continue diving into the water and look around in the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same and try to investigate, see if there's anything worth.
Cyrus just swimming alongside and will help look. So I will assist Snit as I kind of push him with my shark nose. Oh no, he can swim.
He
I'll
can
do
swim.
Reiju. I'll help
Okay.
Reiju.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
can.
And I'll
I
push
still got
push
all
you
this
with my
up
shark
on.
nose.
Okay.
Is
You know,
the aboleth's body still there?
Yeah, the Aboleth's body is kind of just like now just floating lifeless in the water.
All right, I'm gonna
Minako's
poke its eyes
gonna
out.
Minako's gonna lay on the ground before Nerix walks away. I was like, "Thank you, but we really need to talk about your sister's impulses on helping strangers along the road."
All right.
Yeah,
So-
that's what her clan's all about. There's
Those of you
only so much I can do.
who are
That's fucking
underwater,
stupid.
before you roll, how many people are underwater right now? Who are searching?
Syra.
I'm quickly scurrying out of the water because I've never seen a shark before, and it's terrifying.
That's fair.
Though, Syra, is this shark also purple?
Yeah, she's got.
Okay.
Well, it's mostly
Yeah.
shark color.
Zoro
It's got purple
posted a
stripes.
picture.
It's got purple stripes and it's got little tiefling horns that are also purple.
Wait, what level?
In
What level is
Syra
the Nar
fashion,
shark?
it's a different color with horns.
The hunter shark is CR2?
No, the Nar shark is CR 1/2 as well.
Really?
Yeah. So if you wanted to turn into a Nar shark at some point in time, you could.
I need to look up
Do
this
it.
picture of a nar shark.
It's
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty much a hunter shark with a giant narwhal horn.
Mm,
Okay,
If I need
so
to do a shark joust, then I'll be set.
so
Oh, it's adorable.
how many people do we have underwater searching?
yo.
yeah, 3.
3 people. Okay,
I'm
so if
assisting Reiju.
we've got 3 people, we're going to do let's do a group search.
Okay.
So we'll do a cumulative
okay.
search here.
All right.
So those of you who are
Perception?
searching, give me investigation rolls.
I'm giving myself guidance.
Ah, Kraken.
So
Total
not
though.
perception, damn.
Investigation.
The
Even
Kraken
20.
is a 20?
Yeah.
The Kraken
Yes.
is a 20.
Okay, well, I had rolled a nat 20, not.
Dude,
Whatever.
Look at your dice. There's a one
Julian,
on the
yeah,
dice.
there's a 1 on the die, and then on the
Listen.
opposite end, there's a Kraken.
Oh my god.
You know what? You know what?
Kraken's not evil. It's the
Dude.
company. That's
So
their
do I? Question: do I get my 12 HP back?
Yeah, go ahead and
Yes,
take your
you
12
do.
HP back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that the Kraken is
Ow.
good. That's the
Okay,
company.
yeah,
That's
because
not bad.
I have set of dice where the symbol is
Is
the
the
one.
1, yeah, because all dice companies
Okay.
have different layouts for what they
Oh my God.
do.
Okay, yeah, I can
Usually
understand. I can understand that. I can.
Companies always have the 20
I
as
know.
their logo.
I've never had.
Yeah,
a
because
dice
like
company make
my
their
my
logo
divinity
be
dice
one.
have the divinity symbol as
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
because
The only time
Divinity is
you would
one of
ever
those games
see
that's
it-
supposed to be like beat you in the face. That's
Yeah.
why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look. Here's my 6th die. That's the
yeah,
6?
That's the 6, and the 1 is the symbol. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
but D20s are
weird.
different.
and then, but
D20s
then
are always the
but
Kraken.
then you've got the extra life dice to where the extra life symbol is the 6, and then you've got the 1. So it
Listen,
all
the-
depends on who makes
the
it.
only
Okay.
time-
All
the
right.
That's
only
fine. It's
time a
fine. It's
company
fine.
does
It's fine.
bad
It's
things with
fine.
one
It's
is when it
fine.
says
It's fine.
fuck.
We fixed it.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
That's what we need. Is we need the dice that has 1 and just says fuck, because
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
one
that's
no
clear.
one is gonna take
Yeah.
a fuck as a natural 20.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Unless it was
I mean,
fuck, yeah.
unless you're rolling for seduction.
So
and we.
So
Roll
The
for
hard
fuck.
die.
Okay,
Okay.
so for those of you who are searching,
Yes.
Total 26.
26 raise you
20 with a net 20.
20 with a
I
nat
actually
20.
didn't fail you guys. I didn't get a bad one. I got 16. That's good for me.
Hey,
Okay.
nice.
So as you're swimming around this, you notice that this pool of water goes down about 300 feet.
Oh,
I can see. I'm a shark.
And
I can see pretty well too.
like you could see that like maybe a bit farther down, maybe about halfway at 150 feet, there are all these various color crystals that begin to encapsulate the outside of it.
Like a giant geode.
It's a
cave.
giant geode, and
What's at the?
it just keeps going down and down and down, and at the bottom you see a small collection of items,
Oh,
as well as this strange altar that's about 30 feet tall of this heavily armored creature. Upper body looks like a cat, like a humanoid cat. Lower body has the tail of a shark.
Is it dead?
It's a statue.
it's a statue.
It's like it's an altar, pretty much.
I mean, is it dead is still a valid question. for
that is a
establishing
valid
D&D.
question. That is a valid question.
Does
But,
Syra recognize what that might be?
Or is there like some sort of plaque down here that would?
Shork Syra can go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Short.
Shork.
Okay, so that is
Does it look like this?
a 16.
kind
Whoa.
but the head is humanoid.
Hmm.
It's like the combination of a Rashkasha and a shark.
Oh god, a rock sharksa.
A shark? A rock shark.
Sarksha.
Rock
Sharksa.
But instead of the hands, it's flippers.
Listen, all
Yeah.
these non-human
It's
races need to stop.
it's upside down flippers.
Yeah.
It's got an
Instead of
inverted
going this
fin.
way, they're going this way.
It's got an inverted
Awkward
tail.
turtling it.
It's got an inverted tail. It's just like the most messed up creature of all time.
Okay.
It looks like whoever carved the statue just got really drunk and didn't know how anatomy worked.
I got a 16.
A 16? You don't necessarily know what this is,
Okay.
but whatever it is, it looks like somebody was worshiping it at some point in time.
Got it.
As you can see, the various items and stuff just scattered around the altar, almost as like they're offerings.
What kind of items are we looking? Like jewelry? Are we talking like
300 feet down.
It's 300 feet down, so you guys have some time that you're going to have to swim, but you have
So
water breathing is still in effect because that's 24
Yeah.
hours, so you can
And
still get down there.
Reiju, Syra is swimming down there, so I assume you could grab onto her fin or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You can see
We're
world
fine.
that shit and just grab onto her fin and swim down.
yeah. Snit would grab onto Syra because he's pretty sure that she can move through the water faster than he can.
Yeah,
Um,
probably. I can
and-
go 45 or 40
Yeah.
swim. Sorry, 40
Cool.
swim.
Yeah, definitely.
So since Syra and all them are busy searching this, Zelark is going to kind of sneakily go over by these crystals and try to break off a couple and just pocket them because they look like they could be sold for something.
Yeah, and you just like grab a hold of it and you just easily break it off. But as you do, the light inside just dies. It's almost as if you're breaking glass.
But it's still intact.
Yeah, the crystal itself is still intact. It still has like a decent structural integrity to it. It's just very easy to break off the wall.
Okay. I'm going to add a couple of them to my inventory.
Okay.
I open my mouth to indicate they can fill it with treasure.
Kind of look
You're
over
a
at
shark, not a
Snit.
stork.
Hey, it's a big enough mouth.
First, let's take a look and see what we've got down here. We don't know
So-
how much it is.
As soon as you begin to go down and you reach the geodes, every time you descend deeper and deeper, the crystals along the side begin to light up, almost as if it's aware that you're down there.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. No wildlife in the area, like other fish or sea creatures in the area.
Not where you're at the moment.
Okay.
I, as a shark, have something that I forgot the name of the I forgot the scientific name, but they're electric thingies in my nose that make me sense shit.
Oh, which is
It's
why
like
when
an
you punch one in the
interesting form of
nose, it's very
echolocation.
like,
Since
So I got
you
good
do
sharky perception.
so since you have the shark nose, go ahead and give me a perception roll at advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's
Go
right,
ahead.
because you've got that sense of smell that's like times 10.
I'm
I
going to
can
be
sense
perceiving
energy.
as well.
Okay.
They can sense energy and blood.
But
Ooh, that was good. Plus sharky perception of 2 is a 21.
A
I rolled a
21.
19.
hold
So-
on 1 second. That's going to be a 32 perception.
A 32 perception.
damn.
So as you guys are going down, Cyrus, something clicks in your mind. You're able to breathe down here as a shark,
Mm-hmm.
making this seawater.
Oh.
This isn't natural water. This is seawater.
Oh.
Someone sprinkled that salt.
We
on
hit
there.
an underwater ocean.
And you, as you're swimming down, both you and Snit catch things, sights of things dipping into walls where there are like the openings along the sides of the geode wall, small
Wow.
caverns that, unless you had like a keen sight or anything, would miss. They just blend into the walls, and you begin to sense, the deeper you go, more and more and more life forms in here.
Anything that would give us particular pause.
They're big.
It's gonna.
These
it's-
aren't like you're going down, you're getting like a little filter fish or anything. These are large enough to maybe be humanoid.
Snit's gonna tap Shark Syra
No.
and like get down next to her eye and
Hmm.
just kind of be like, because he can't talk. It's underwater.
Shark Syra will look down at the treasure and look back at you for a question.
And as you guys have gotten close enough to the treasure, you can see that the floor that's housing the treasure that's at the base of this statue looks to be a strange deck from a sand skiff. So while most sand skiffs seem to be flat, this is curved. It's got a curved outside and like a kind of like a pointed bottom.
Would I happen to know about seafaring ships?
Nobody does.
Damn.
It's been 200 years since anybody's ever seen an ocean, let alone ships.
I mean,
I would know the concept of an ocean, but not ships, probably.
Yeah,
not even
Druids would have talked about it.
Nobody knows what a ship is.
fair. All right.
So Snit's not being able to talk. Snit's going to we can't even use the rings to speak telepathically. We have to speak verbally.
Yeah, because they're two-way radios. They're not like the Pearl network.
So Snit's just gonna try to point up to try to get us to go up so that we can discuss.
Okay. Syra immediately starts heading up.
So as you
Full
turn
speed.
and you go to head up, you're caught off guard for a moment as there is this large humanoid about 30 feet above you. A long barbed trident in its hand. The upper body of it, very broad, very muscular, covered in like a soft fur that has taken on a almost like a tone of a great white shark, just various blues and whites. The head, that of a strange looking bull man. But again, lower body of a shark.
I'm going to take a stab and try to talk to it in shark.
Do sharks have language?
They should, maybe. I don't know. This is a good question. Do fish have a language?
Well,
And if fish talk to
what's the intelligence of a shark versus your? Well, you have an intelligence.
I have
He
my
keeps
own
her
intelligence.
Right,
I'm
but
a
that
wild
doesn't
shit
mean the
druid.
shark has a language.
No, sharks don't have a language. Like you can speak to animals, but like
You would have to bamf out a shark form to do so.
I'll just kind of
even then you
wave.
wouldn't be able to talk.
I'll just kind of wave.
Yeah. Snit's just like,
I'll try to like slowly start swimming like away from it, but up.
And then
And,
like
like,
he's
looking at it?
shadowing you the entire time, kind of blocking your way up. And then your nose begins to tingle again as more and more of these shark-tailed humanoids begin to swim out of the walls.
I'm gonna try to bust through and just go straight to the double dash, straight to the top through them.
holding.
I'm letting go. Just. Oh dear.
Okay. So as you're trying to go, a large net is thrown out around you.
I'm gonna bite it, being angry.
And like you bite into it and it's tough. Like it's being Syra, you have a feeling that this is like just a high scale fishing net. It's meant to hold big things like you.
Okay.
Can I scream like, "Hey, wait a minute"?
No, you can't talk. Like
Wait a minute.
and since you let go and you're standing there, you've got a couple humanoids around you, and all of them are various people. They're not like these, giant muscular, like all giant muscular bullmen. You see some that are like basic humans. There's even a couple kobolds down there with shark tails. No, they're a little smaller, but
Snit's
I'm
gonna wave
going-
at them.
I'm not really sure if this is just a flavoring thing, but my tattoos kind of just flare up a little bit.
and they just stand there with different various weapons, mostly spears, tridents, and nets, just pointed at you.
I'm gonna think really hard. Let us pass.
Just like, just kind of like non-hostile.
How much time has gone by at this point?
They've been down there for probably about 5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes now, since they've been assisted by Cyrus swim speed. They've gotten down pretty good. But they've been down there a bit. And while those of you who are down there, Sarah, you begin to be pulled down deeper into the cavern by the net.
Do I get a sense that I can just like go down,
All
or
right.
do I have to swim down?
I'll drop wild shape and try to get Snit and I out of the net.
All right, and you drop
into a guppy.
wild shape. Go ahead, both of you. Go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws.
Pretty good. 18.
25.
Okay, so you like as soon as you drop the shape, the net kind of isn't. It's no longer tight around your. You're able to slip out. But as you do, a screech echoes through the water. As your ears begin to ring, I need wisdom saving throws from both of you.
The fuck?
Do us topside see like a ripple or anything from that?
You actually hear muffled screeching. Like you see the ripples, and then like the screeching kind of emanates out of the water as well.
30,
Minako
20.
says
30, 20?
24.
24? Okay, so you kind of feel like your equilibrium just like get thrown off balance, like almost as if you're gonna pass out, but you're able to hold on. But you are at the moment stunned.
Just kind
We're
of
still stunned?
wait
Okay.
patiently and just like looking around. Do any of them actually look like a leader type? Do they have differences in?
Probably the big man. Probably the
biggest
big
one?
man.
Yeah.
But
I'll
yeah,
just keep looking up at that one.
Those of you up top here like see the ripples going across the water, and then that muffled screech coming out at the top.
your sister's bad for our health.
Yeah,
and she'll
that
jump in.
doesn't sound right. I'm gonna jump in.
Roger, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since my echo isn't impeded by movement whatsoever, can I just grab to its foot as it just sails down? Because it doesn't actually have to swim, it just moves.
No, you can't use it as a gliding device.
Okay. That would have been cool.
So how long are we stunned for? What's happening while we're stunned?
Well, I'm doing the people up top while all this is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, Minako jumps in with her echo next to her. And she'll start swimming down.
Okay.
I'm looking over at Zelark, like, do we go with, or do we wait up here? I don't know what to do. I'm not used to water.
Zelark just looks around, finds like a decent sized rock in the chamber, picks it up and just go, I mean, if they need help, and just kind of jump in holding the rock, so I'll sink faster.
Why didn't I think of that?
Tie a cement block to your feet and just jump in.
Swimming with the fishies today.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. I guess I'll jump in as well. And I'll be dashing, so I'll be moving at a normal pace, I guess, technically.
Okay.
Does Minako see Zeller just like zooming towards her?
Not really zooming. He's falling a bit faster because he's just holding onto the rock and just letting himself sink. He's not even fighting it.
Is that still faster than swimming?
Kinda.
Low effort.
Minako reaches out a hand to try and grab onto him.
Okay, let me get. All right, the rock is still heavy enough to carry both of you down. You're falling out. You're descending at a slower pace now, but
So it's kind of same as like feather fall, except underwater.
yeah, pretty much. You're now feather
Okay.
falling underwater, which is slower than swimming.
It's slower than swimming.
Yeah,
Okay.
feather fall. You only fall 5 feet around.
And I'm swimming as fast
Yep.
as I can.
So by the time
I start
you
kicking to propel myself.
by the time
Yeah.
you get down there, Horatio, you see one of the strange humans or humanoids swim by you.
Mm.
A bit more colorful than the rest. Various blues and yellows, and even like a couple streaks of pink kind of run along its tail. The upper body itself is that of like a well-toned elf. And as he swims by, you notice that there are various like runic tattoos that decorate his arms, and he's followed by 2 decent-sized manta ray.
I'll kind of reach out a little bit, like towards his arm, but at
And
the same time, not actually.
As you
just...
reach out, your hand gets smacked by like the flat of one of the tridents from those surrounding you. But he swims up past the bullman, who kind of backs off and gives him a respectful bow. And he swims up to Syra.
Syra's just has her arms crossed and she's looking huffy.
And he smiles to you for a moment. And he like reaches into a bag and offers this strange clump of seaweed.
Syra will raise her eyebrow, look a little confused, but
And
accept it.
he like makes a motion for you to put it in your mouth.
Oh, do I recognize what that might be?
You probably wouldn't,
Okay.
because while you know of the sea, you've never actually had experience in the sea.
All right.
Skilleweed?
I will.
Me to it.
I'll look over at Snit and be like, shrug.
It's probably floating upside down right now, just from the stun effect.
Ah,
All right, and
Syra will
but-
just go
but-
ahead, put it in.
and as you
Conscious, but
as you put it into your mouth, there's a very sweet taste. It's like it's weird, but it almost tastes like honey cakes.
Oh, I love
And
honey cakes.
You feel your body begin to tingle a bit as those around you begin to see Syra's legs clasped together and begin to sort of deform
Uh-oh.
as they turn into this long purple and white shark tail.
I'm a tiefling mer shark.
And then
I'm like, I couldn't do that on my own.
a small fin kind of raises up out of her back. Syra, you feel the spaces in between your hands begin to web up a little bit, giving you a little bit of maneuverability down here. And then you feel gills form onto the side of your neck.
Yeah.
Can you understand me?
Ah, so that's what this is about. Yeah. Hi, I'm Syra
Syra,
of Clan Morningstar. I'm a druid. And you
wait.
would be?
The Morning Stars.
Yep.
Oh,
You know of my clan?
He smiles and he takes your hand in his for a moment. You can say that.
Okay, you want me to say it again? I'm
No.
Syra of Clan Morningstar. Sorry if I wasn't loud enough the first time.
I am Illuvius of Clan Morningstar.
Whoa.
Oh.
Do I recognize that name?
Go ahead and give me a history roll.
Okay. See how well I paid attention to history as a kid in my clan. Probably not that great.
History.
Yeah, that would be a 7. So
A
probably
7.
not.
You have like
Syra sounds like she's got ADHD.
yes, Syra doesn't know. Syra, like the name does not ring a bell at all.
And what was
That
the
is
name you said
canon, by the
again?
way.
I wanna write it down.
Illuvius.
Illuvius. Illuvius? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. I don't.
You wouldn't. I guess you can say we have an ancestral bond in the lightest sense.
Oh wow.
Would you do me a favor? And he
Sure.
reaches into his bag and he hands you just like a clump of those small like seaweed balls.
Oh.
Give those to your friends so that we may talk.
Okay. I mean, since you're family, I'm sure you don't mean us harm, but I kind of need to ask: do you mean us harm?
If we meant you harm, Rigo over there would have skewered you with his trident. And he kind of points over to the large minotaur, and he just kind of waves at you.
I'll wave
is
back.
that- Is that a minifish?
It's a bull shark.
I just kind of hold out my hand, all right.
I'll
The
give it
bullshit.
to Raid. Give some to Raiju, and I'll give some to Snit.
You're probably just now seeing maybe our outline coming down because we got slow ass speed. So even like at double speed, we still have like 200 more feet to go. We're like,
Is this enough for the rest of my group that's coming down too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go swim up and just make sure they don't try to shoot any spells at you guys or anything.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, as you say that, here comes the echo rushing down.
So I'm gonna go up to where I see the
with our
echo
30
first.
speed around, then that's dashing for us too. So it's like,
Yeah.
And
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put up
yet
my
again,
hand.
Zelark is floating down like Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
we're
But it's-
hitting
but
like
it-
50 feet.
but
when
it's
like
we're
the
at,
rock
like,
is above you, but
Yeah,
you're
you've got the rock above you like this, and you're just like Mary Poppinsing down.
And Mina is holding on to the side like Star Lord.
Yeah.
Like
she's got
Straight up.
the pant leg.
Yep. So yeah, you guys see a mer shark, Syra, coming towards you guys, and I'm gonna motion to eat
Bubbles
this
come
shit.
out.
Yeah,
It's like, can't talk. Like, the fuck is this shit? This is new.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna hold up a finger and be like, 1 moment, and then I'm gonna motion, eat this shit, and then I'm gonna pass it out.
She'll
I'm
eat
gonna-
it. I'm gonna go eat it.
In-
It's it.
Inspect it before I eat it.
It seems it's this very tightly woven ball of underwater plant life.
And Callie's gonna make a face like you've just asked her to eat the most disgusting thing in the world, because she's like, her people are full-blown carnivores. They don't eat almost any plants of any kind.
I'm gonna
Hey,
roll my
birds eat
eyes
trash.
and just kind of push it forward further.
Did you just give us like underwater peyote?
What's gooey?
So as you eat into it, all of you feel your bodies begin to morph in a bit of a way. Your legs come together again, and you forms into these tails. You have a small fin on the back, if you're like on your back, and the webbing in your hands, and you have gills. And as soon as the gills take effect, you can now speak underwater.
Can you guys understand me now?
Oh, this is weird.
Wait,
Yep.
It
It's
was weird
pretty
to breathe
weird.
water.
this.
It's
I
Does-
don't
okay.
like this at all.
I don't think it's permanent.
it better fucking not be.
I actually would love to harness this as a.
That would
Um,
be pretty cool, yeah. By the way, Nerix, we have a family member down there. Well, someone from our clan anyway.
Look down.
And you look down, like when you look down, you see a lot of these mer people, like, and mer kobolds, as they're various colors. Like these kobolds range from soft blue to like bright yellow. Like there's one that is like speckled, and as it's like swims around in the light, it kind of like reflects the light itself.
That's
And
so cool.
at one point it goes completely translucent, and then you can't see it, and then it reappears about 10 feet
So
away from
cool.
Snit.
Oh,
So
that's
cool.
Snit
cool.
wants to learn this.
And they're like all the kobolds are around Snit, and they're talking a million miles an hour. All of them asking him so many questions.
I have two questions.
Uh-huh.
A, what happens if anything to my wings?
Your wings have turned into two separate dorsal fins.
Like sails.
You're Nemo.
Like
Sick.
the way that these fins are set up, you move 20 feet faster than anybody else underwater.
Nice.
That brings that's a good question.
Second question.
Second thing, Snit is purposefully upside down because he didn't see the point in moving.
And all the kobolds just like go upside down as well and just continue asking you questions.
That brings a point.
So
How does
he-
Mina
he's
goes
gonna-
underwater?
he's going to be chatting back, but when he sees that one go invisible and reappear, he's locked in on that.
Okay.
Like, teach me how to do that. If teach me how to do that. Learn that. You gotta teach me how to do that. That's so cool.
And
Reiju will actually just kind of look over to the chieftain and say, "Thank you."
Yeah, what does Mina goes underwater appearance considering she has like
so
draconic features?
Minako,
Leviathan.
you have like instead of the horns going out around this, like around
Yeah.
this side, the horns have kind of like moved up a bit
Okay.
into like these small like forward mounted needles
Okay.
that
Oh.
now
Do I
gives
get ears?
th-
Or are they still by hearing
they're still
receptors?
they're still your ears, but you can use them to ram into things.
You have horns.
You have horns.
Actually, like literal battering ram horns.
Yeah.
But pointed.
The most important question, though, is my coat still intact?
Yeah, your upper body coat is still intact.
Okay, good. So, I just
Like none of
I-
none of your lower portion clothing was destroyed. It was kind of just like you've been polymorphed.
Yeah,
Okay, I would have been really.
I feel
upset.
like my coat is still like billowing behind my my fin at this point because it's a long
Callie
coat.
is being more of like an avian variety. Her flesh is more of that like an angelfish.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Ready.
So, yes, I'm gonna bring the group down and I'll introduce them and be like, so, we should probably introduce ourselves. Group, this is Luvius of Clan Morningstar, apparently, and I've already introduced myself, but you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Reiju Venyel. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I apologize for the way that we initially greeted you. We wanted to be sure that you weren't thieves.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Snit.
Oh, Snit.
I'm a thief, but if that belongs to you, I'm not going to take it.
That is probably good. He would not like that.
We were going to leave, but then you stopped us.
And then you just like behind you, you hear Snit.
What?
And then you hear like almost like this soft giggle as that kobold appears again and kind of swims away and waves at you.
You gotta teach me how to do that.
You're going to have to excuse Sparkle. She likes to tease outsiders.
Well, I
Great
mean, if I
name.
could do that, I would too. Teach me how to do that, please. Please? Wait, where is she?
Zelark will swim up decently fast paced and then bow and is like, my name is Zelark. We do apologize for the for coming into your area. We did not know you guys were here.
Well, many do not. Honestly, you are the first the first fresh faces we have seen in about 150 years.
So, any idea what the fuck that was up top?
Oh, him. Yes, he was a thing,
That's Minako, by the way.
but he didn't notice us, thankfully.
He was bad.
Oh,
Very
well,
bad.
Indeed.
You won't be
And-
noticing anything.
Well, we still got to deal with his followers up top, which when we get out, slit in their throats.
That's if I don't get to them first.
My, you are violent.
Only
Well,
when
they-
I'm betrayed. I came here to help them. They tricked us.
Told you so, by the way. Just, throwing that out there.
It's my clan's duty to help those outside. So I
Well.
followed my duty and he betrayed us. And now I am within my rights to seek vengeance.
Well, it is our duty as well to help outsiders.
That's
Oh,
great.
God, there's more of you.
More
Yeah,
of
it's
whom?
called a clan.
Oh, that's my sister, Nerix.
Nerix.
Any chance I could learn how to make those or maybe grab some samples?
I'm sure our apothecary would be more than happy to share the recipe.
I feel like that would be incredibly useful. Thank you.
But why not? Let us leave this chamber of worship. And
That's a good question. Who does this statue represent? I've never seen it before.
well, I would assume you haven't. That used to be our former archdruid.
Oh, wow.
He was the first to transform after that horrible accident. But since his passing, his essence remains.
Ah.
Oh,
Questions for another time. All right, I guess
I
we're
have
good to
so
go.
many questions.
I would be happy to answer them all, but let's go into more of a comfortable situation instead of just floating here, slack-jawed.
Dry land? Are we going to dry land?
No, I'm afraid we cannot survive on dry land anymore.
It's
Oh,
okay, Callie.
Come.
It'll be fine.
Follow
We
me.
stuck like this?
Oh no. The results of that weed at the moment are temporary. We
How
have
long are
used
the effects?
well, since you've only taken one so far, 72 hours, or the moment you touch dry land again, you will revert back.
72 hours?
Or touch dry land.
Or you touch dry land, yes.
As long as you stay underwater. Wow, that's incredible.
Now, the more you take it in succession, the time expands. We are now at a permanent status to where we cannot set foot on land anymore.
Ah,
Interesting.
Though we do not need to, as we've built a home. Please follow us. We will feed you back.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
start
Minako will
doing-
go. Minako will go up to Sarah. Like, are all your family fish people?
I can imagine all of us start trying to like wave our hands, forgetting that we have
Yeah,
tails.
it's like you begin to
Yeah.
like dog paddle, and you're like, oh wait, and then you just swim normally.
Syra looks at you guys like, don't embarrass me. Swim normal.
Too late.
And she'll
Don't
turn to
embarrass me in
Minako
front
and
of the
respond,
sexy merman.
No,
Merman.
no. Most this is new. This is new. But I'm excited.
Oh my goodness.
So you begin to swim down deeper near the ground floor of what you now know is a sort of a temple of worship. The various offerings and everything. Some of them stand out to you, basic weaponry, suits of armor, you know, strange headpieces, but other things are completely alien to you. Strange hulls of what you can only assume were ancient skiffs. A box of strange looking coins with a goofy face etched into them.
Swear to God, if they're Bemmy coins.
They are Bimmy coins.
I was gonna say they sound like fucking
God
Bimmy
damn
coins.
it.
They're worthless. No one touched them.
And a strange stone tablet with an ever-present eye on it, slowly just like looking around and following everyone.
By the way, if somebody didn't specifically grab Snit, he is chasing Sparkle, trying to get her to teach him that trick.
Oh, and she's teasing you the entire time, but she's leading you down with the rest of the group. But there are times like she'll be in front of you and she vanishes, and then she's above you and she pokes you on the head and continues to swim in front of you.
Snit's getting a little frustrated.
At one point in time, like you're like she goes invisible, and then you notice your crossbow is missing.
Well, that's not okay.
And then like she appears with like 30 feet in front of me, and she's got the crossbow and she's kind of looking at it. And
Wait,
then
no,
as you
my crossbow's attached to my arm. Like, attached. It's a bracer.
No, it's not. It's not on your arm anymore.
The fuck?
And she looks at it, she just tosses it back to you, and then like giggles and swims off again.
There's audible mumbling and grumbling coming from Snit now.
Is this how kobolds flirt? They just like commit larceny against each other?
Pretty sure.
I mean, probably, but Snit actually legitimately is just
Frustrated.
interested in finding out how to do that trick.
Now he's confused of how the thief has been out-thiefed.
Yeah. My passive perception is really freaking high.
But you swim down this large tunnel, just again covered, the walls itself covered in these geode-like crystals. And you're swimming for probably a good 2 hours. And then it like the tunnel comes to an end and opens up into this large, expansive underwater area. As you look around, you can see more of like these giant wooden creations that have like crashed into the bottom of the ocean. Some of them have large holes blowing through the sides of them. Others have like crashed into rock. You see these large sea beasts swimming around. Some of them like the form of the shark that Syra took. But there's also this strange, enormous creature swimming around off into the distance. a bulbous upper body and 8 long tentacles that seem to stretch out about 100 feet each. As you're swimming through and you're seeing all sorts of sights that nobody has seen ever, from your understanding, you come to a small city underwater. Ivory white pillars spanning up from the ground, giving off a soft, welcoming glow. Small homes that have been built from the seafloor in different shells, spanning across what you can only assume is miles. And in the center of it, a large domed structure.
This is amazing. Do you know there's nothing but really desert up top? We thought the oceans were long gone.
And we thought the land above was long gone as well. Imagine our surprise when you came down.
Is that why you guys came down here?
It is more we were forced down here. We didn't have a choice as the catastrophe began to happen.
Oh, wow.
So wait, the catastrophe was something that happened over time? Or
Oh no, he's speaking of the same catastrophe that struck the upper land. It's just at that point in time they were forced underground when it happened.
oh, okay, I misunderstood. My apologies.
It's like seeing a nuke go off on the horizon.
And you
Got a
jump into the
couple
vault.
minutes.
Yeah,
Jump into the vault.
jump into the vault. But
All right.
as you swim down, the city isn't empty. It is filled to the brim with various mer people. Some humans, some elves, kobolds, all around. You know, there are a couple more minotaur that are swimming off as well.
This is... What do you call this place? It's so beautiful.
This is Morningstar.
What? Really?
This is where our clan established our home.
Huh.
Oh, wow. Mama's gonna love this. Would it be okay if I told the rest of the clan above about this place?
I would welcome it. It would be nice to speak to more clan members who are living up top. It fills me with happiness that there are people who survived.
Oh, wow. I'm honestly just... Sire just goes a little speechless for a little bit, looking around. Just in awe of everything.
You may have lots of questions, and I would be happy to answer them all. But first, we must make an appearance before our High Druid to inform her that you are no threat, that you are welcome here.
Yeah, that would be best. What's the name of the High Druid? The current High Druid?
It's not a name any of us can pronounce.
Ah.
She is ancient. She found us.
Oh.
She is the reason why we were able to thrive for so long.
Okay. What would we just call her High Druid then?
We normally call her High Druid or her ladyship.
Okay, her ladyship. Did you get that, guys?
Crystal clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's all be on our best behavior, please. She's gonna look pointedly at Vina.
All right. And as you begin to swim towards the central dome of the city. We are going to go ahead and take a break.
Cool.
Oh boy, this is cool. I like
That's
it.
awesome.
This is
My
great.
my art is gonna be busy. I'm gonna be busy doing art.
Yeah, just beyond like badass for me. I absolutely like the ocean. Zoro knows this. We love ocean stuff. This is super cool.
Yeah, we yeah, our passion's quite strong.
Yep. Quite strong. I'm holding back squeeze.
So we're gonna go on a quick break here, everyone, and we will catch you in about 5 or 10 minutes. And we are back.
Hey, we're back.
So,
Hold up. Let me
being
cover my camera because I'm eating.
being taken deeper into the city towards the central dome, you notice that the closer you get to this dome, the more you feel almost of a magical essence emanating from not only the seafloor but the buildings themselves. Also, a sense of calm, almost as if you're home.
Is this similar to what we felt when we were swimming down?
No, that was a different sense.
Okay.
This just feels like you're in the right place.
Okay. It's not overbearing, not controlling, or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just welcoming.
Okay.
And as you swim down into the dome itself, the inside is decorated with various soft white statues, different pieces of art from various regions, all completely alien to you again. But you also notice that the inside of this dome seems to be a bit of an underwater greenhouse, an arboretum. There are just plants everywhere. You could see numerous little kobolds swimming through the different rows of plants, maintaining them, harvesting them. And then there is one large tree located in the center of the dome. Life energy almost visibly emanating off of it. And sitting underneath it is a large, not even large, a gargantuan coral dragon nestled at the base of this tree.
That's fucking cool.
A dragon. Oh.
I see she's here. Yes, please follow me. I will make the introductions.
Oh, okay.
Should we? I'm gonna whisper to him as much as I can whisper underwater because I know sound carries. Like, do we bow? Do we? What's the?
No. She's not big on formalities. Just be polite.
Can I ride on her?
Fireworks.
You all could ride on her and still
No,
be
that's not a
rude.
character. I want to just ride on her.
Oh, okay.
I want a pet dragon to fly on.
I think that's the archdruid thing.
Are we right up to the dragon, or are we still approaching at this point?
You're still approaching it, and like even as big as she is, this tree dwarfs her.
Callie has like stopped at this point. Once we can see it's a dragon, she's stopped and she's like hyperventilating.
Zolark swims up next to her and is like, breathe through your neck,
Trying.
whatever we do, but right now, but still just deep breath.
I don't want to go near it.
I understand.
The last one didn't go well.
Allow me to distract you.
Okay.
We left Bernard and Gaius and all them up with those fish people.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how we're going to deal with that.
I think they can probably handle it. I wouldn't be surprised actually if Bernard was down here with us.
As we're talking, I'm slowly leading her forward, just having a conversation with her.
And she totally doesn't even notice that we're going forward here.
Good one. Good
So,
one.
well, luckily then, at least Bernard won't be able to talk without eating one of those,
You know, I wouldn't
right?
be surprised if he could. Have you noticed that he's a little bit weird?
Weird is not always bad. And at that point, I go from being in front of her to kind of side.
Yeah,
next
pretty much
to
now
her
holding
and
your
just-
hand.
Yeah, I'm just kind of leading her on as we're
Okay.
just having a conversation.
And once you get about 40 feet away from the dragon, its eyes open. These ice blue eyes just staring at you for a moment. As it lifts its head,
Her ladyship, and I'm
looking
just gonna wave.
at her. And then she sees Aluvius and she kind of closes her eyes and nods. And her body begins to shrink down.
And
And
I
it
turn to
shrinks
Callie and go,
until she's about 2.5 feet tall. The soft coral blue kobold standing in front of you.
I was gonna make a joke saying she's a sea dragon.
That's
little,
so cool.
little seahorse.
A little seahorse.
and I
That's
just
what I was
turned to
thinking.
Callie and was like, see, not even a real dragon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I am a real dragon.
Oh no.
It's much easier to address the small folk when I am like this instead of in my larger form. Kind of swims up to the rest of you.
Friendly at that. And like kind of just squeeze Callie's arm.
And she kind of smiles to all of you, nods to Luvius, and then she swims right up to Snit. You're
Muted.
muted.
No, he's not. Or maybe he is. I don't know.
You're muted still.
I haven't talked
There you go.
yet.
Okay. You're not
Snit's
one of
jaw
mine.
is just wide open.
And like Snit, your heart is like sort of racing. It is like the closer she gets to you. And while everyone else feels like a sense of peace, a sense of home, you almost want to bow. And she
So-
begins, she like begins to swim around you, and she's like, "Not one of the little ones. They have more of you up top."
We're not worthy.
I just kind of like reach over to Snit's jaw and just kind of push up, like.
What do you mean?
Wait.
So Snit, when his jaw gets put back up, he's going to kind of snap out of it real quick and do a little bow and say, "Yeah, we have there's a lot of us up there actually." Yeah.
It's good to know that my children still thrive up there.
Your children? Were you the one that brought us about, like, way back?
You could say that. The very first of your kind was born from me.
He's gonna do a much deeper bow.
Kobold mama.
So you've been around before the calamity then.
Way before the calamity.
How much more?
The start of it all.
Really?
Oh, so
His
you like
ears just kind of go, hmm?
old.
You honor us. And
Please,
thank
please,
you.
please. No pleasantries. We can just talk normal. I don't like being worshipped.
So no.
If that's the case, thank you for inviting us. But we just fought a creature and we're a little distracted.
Oh, yes, I would assume this whole ordeal is a bit mentally taxing as well.
Did you
Indeed.
know about the thing up there? It's been luring druids there to die.
Yes, but there was unfortunately nothing we could do about that.
How could there be nothing? There's so many of you.
As it lured you, it would lure us. I was not about to risk any of my children.
Well, it's dead now.
Good. Good. Was it you who killed it?
My friends.
It was this one, and I just kind of like pat Snit on the back.
Specifically him.
It was very group effort.
I'm just kind of like trying to push Snit up, like, hey, come on.
Snit is resisting.
It does
I'm
make
picturing
sense
this is how
that
Snit flirts.
one of my descendants would
This is not flirting.
be the one to take care of all of this.
Should be very proud of him.
I am proud of all of you.
If reptile scales could blush.
It's amazing what you were able to accomplish down here. All these people, how you all survived. It's not easy up top.
It's not, but you make two. Maybe one day we will be able to rejoin up top.
I
How
do.
far does the ocean go? This is an ocean, right?
Indeed.
Like, hmm?
This is the ocean.
How far? Is this a small pocket that survived, or
You don't know.
no?
Of course you wouldn't. Why would you know? The rest
Wait.
of the world flourishes.
What?
Yes. The calamity that struck your land was only your land.
Contained.
Contained,
world.
yes. The world itself flourishes.
That's good news. I'm glad that others haven't had to suffer like us.
They still suffer, but in their own ways.
Reiju just slowly kind of pulls out the necklace, but doesn't really say anything about it, just kind of pulls it out and looks at it.
Zellar speaks up and is like, are you in contact with other areas?
I travel
Or are
to
you guys
I-
self-isolated?
I travel to other areas. My children here call this place their home.
I was just curious to know if you were interested in forming some sort of information network or supply route that
It would be impossible for that to
exchange.
happen. We are very guarded as to who comes down here.
Okay. I just thought I'd
This
ask.
one, as she like motions over to Syra, is the only reason why we are having this conversation. Because she is a member of the clan.
Still, if you needed anything from the top, we could help.
I
I think
appreciate
is what
the
my
offer,
friend is trying to get to.
but we are rather sufficient down here.
Very well. We are. I look over at Reiju, and I look at the pendant, and I look back at her eyes like for permission.
Of course. And I'll hand it over to Syra.
Do you recognize this?
I recognize the make. If I'm not mistaken, that is Kamiroskin.
I've
Is
never
it?
heard of that
I
place.
look at Reiju. Did you know?
We just had a conversation with a descendant of a Kamiroskin.
But I've never heard of it here. Is it on one of the continents that are doing well?
Yes. It's not a good place. Full of mages who overstep their bounds at every step.
Sounds about right from what we heard.
Yes, that tracks. From what we understand, we just left a place known as Vesteria. And
Oh, the desert town.
yes, it is
Well,
grown
it's
to city
mostly desert.
size. And it was being run by a Valindra Nebella.
Oh. Little Valindra is still up there.
Yes.
With her own dragon.
With her own void dragon and a three-headed thing. And
You're gonna have to forgive me. The last time I was up there was about 100 years ago.
this is fair.
Well, it's still desert and it's still a shithole.
Out of character. Did
That's our
any of us-
Still a
home.
shithole.
out of character, did any of us get the sense that she was more than just an elf,
Nope.
other than being like a large creature?
Being very tall. Yeah.
I thought Gaius actually told us that she was more in the aftermath of what happened.
And no, you were given information that she changed. That
Yeah.
corruption, like the corruption had taken a hold of her.
Yeah, we've
like the
gotten very
longer,
vague.
yeah, as time passed.
We just think it's a form of magical mutation of what may have happened to her, but we don't know what.
Yeah, we don't know what. She's, well, her daughter is with us.
Oh, and which one of you is her daughter?
Not. She's
up
up top.
Up top.
Didn't come down.
Which, by the way, how are we getting up top? Because I think we've all forgotten that we fell down a hole to get down here. How are we supposed to even get back?
We'll climb. We're gonna be fine.
I have
I
rings.
can climb that high, but can anyone else climb that high without falling?
I can
have-
carry them.
I can take my time.
I
Yeah,
have rings and we have rope.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
fine.
it'll take me a minute, but I can mold the earth around the giant hole.
That's
Just
we
true.
just
mold
need
steps.
to work around the enemies.
Mold steps, yeah.
The enemies are
take
going to
me-
be the hard part, but if we get a message to Gaius, they could help us. But we'll plan that later. We're gonna be fine, Nyrix. We got.
I can't wait to go up topside.
Yeah, we've got some. We gotta handle that.
I
Hmm.
don't understand why you're so anxious to get topside when it's the largest amount of water we've seen ever. Oasis don't even compare.
I mean, I'm not. You just brought it up.
And Olivius looks over. He's like, "You could stay down here."
That's
Didn't-
not possible. I was
actually-
simply saying I was enjoying it is all.
Actually,
Yeah.
that is a point. They were slowly dying because they needed life in order to sustain themselves.
Who knows
If
what if
time
any of that
passes.
was true?
Eh.
They were probably they just said it tried to lure us down here as she like looks over at Syra like with I told you so eyes.
Sarah shrugs.
Mm.
We never would have found all this.
Well, if they
Fair, I
were
suppose.
dying, we'll get them to
Well.
their destination quite quickly.
I think-
Honestly, I can get out of the hole really quick. Let us know what's going on, and it shouldn't be a big deal.
He might have already taken care of them.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's besides the point. Your ladyship, I brought this, or asked my friend to show her amulet because we believe these to have some sort of role in bringing back the life to this part of the world, the life that was taken. I was wondering, since you've been around so long, if you knew anything more about that could help us. That's why we can't, well, I mean, there's many reasons why we don't belong here, but for me, I would spend some time here, but I'm on a mission. We're on a mission to try to find the rest of these. Do you know where more might be found? Have you heard of anything like this?
I can't say that I have, no. I recognize the make of the amulet, but that's about it.
It's said that when we bring them all together, that it could restore the land above.
And
Or-
that there has to be a ritual performed
See.
in order to do that.
Well, yes, you most definitely cannot stay down here then if that is the task you are attempting to complete.
It's important, right?
Very, very.
And from the sounds of what we've encountered, Valindra was trying to stop that.
She's trying to get them for her own means, but she's a very corrupt person. She's doing some awful things in that city. She's made deals with some awful creatures, and she can't be trusted. So we're trying to get to them before she does. Anything you can do to help us would be greatly appreciated. And I pass the pendant back over to Reiju.
I may not have information, but perhaps the scribes would. They do have knowledge in text from before the calamity. They may be able to help you.
That would be much appreciated.
I-
As Reiju's eyes just go, huh?
I have a question.
Yes?
How do your scribes write underwater?
We have ink that withstands the salt in the sea.
Oh, what do they write on?
He kind of like motions over to like the stone.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you could get some supplies.
I just really like calligraphy. Sorry.
Yeah.
We also
several of
have-
us, not me, our readers. I'm sure that we'd like to
We
spend
have
some time with the scribes.
preserved tomes as well.
Wow.
Old texts that have been magicked against decay from underwater.
Wonderful.
Some time with these things would be greatly appreciated.
Well, as a member of the clan Morningstar, you have free access to the city. This is your home as much as it is everyone else's.
Thank you.
You are a druid too, correct?
Yes, I am. My sister, she takes moral off of our father.
Well
We share
then.
the same mother.
She kind of motions her hand, and you notice one of the vines from that giant tree kind of sprout out of the ground and slowly start to like come up and like wrap around your arm.
Oh,
And
hello.
she touches it, and the vine cuts and then sinks back down into the earth below. And the vine itself sinks into your flesh and leaves a very soft blue tattoo on your arm.
I show it to Reiju.
Hey, nice.
What's that?
A blessing.
Thank you.
You are probably the first surface druid to receive the touch of a life tree in generations.
Do I know what that is?
Give me a nature or history check.
Nature 15.
15. You do know that a life tree is something that's held in high regard to druids. That anywhere a life tree blooms and grows, druidic and nature energy flourish, life flourishes. It's even said that the soil around the tree itself can bring back the dead, or it can create brand new life from nothing.
And so what would I gather what a blessing would entail mechanically, or
You
do I need-
don't, but I will let you know every time you level up.
Okay.
What you
Yeah,
have been
cool.
given, is something that I have pulled out of Grim Hollow. It is a mutation. Right now,
That's so appropriate for this campaign.
right now,
It is.
your minor blessing allows you to breathe life into natural plant life. Meaning you can cause plants and flowers to grow almost out of almost seemingly nothing.
And can I do that like once per day, or like anytime I want? Or...
Anytime you want. There's a downside though.
No. Okay.
You must drink double your normal limit of water a day,
Oh,
or you will die.
Great water. I got
Yeah.
this. Thank you.
Gonna say, got that covered.
10
You
gallons.
just see Syra like guzzling jugs
Yep.
after.
So the way
She just
that
has always prepared.
the way
to
that you-
create food and water.
yeah, the way
Yep.
that mutations normally work is you always get a boon, but you also get a flaw as
Got
well.
it.
And
Sounds about right.
once you hit a certain level milestone, you're able to take a next level in the mutation if you'd like.
Okay.
But with every boon that you get from the mutation, you take another flaw as well.
Makes sense. Everything in balance.
Mm-hmm.
You can create Henry Crabgrass.
Yeah. No, but when I mean you can breathe life in the plants, I mean if you need to make an apple tree, make an apple tree begin to grow. If you need a certain type of flower, you can create that flower.
From nothing, or
From
I need,
nothing.
like a seed or
No,
something?
you are the seed.
Yes.
You have been given an imbuement from a life tree.
I'm so excited. Yeah, Syra just kind of tears up a little bit and just kind of holds her arm to her chest, just says, "Thank you. You don't know what this will mean up top."
Well, if it means anything, and if you were to one day want it, I believe this would be enough to garner you a role as a high druid.
Syra just smiles and looks excitedly at her sister.
Like awkward thumbs up. Now, does that apply to like poisonous plants?
Yes, any plant life she can make.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, even if she needed a certain spice, like she needed bay leaf or something like that, she can make bay leaf.
No stew is complete without a bay leaf.
All it requires is some form of soil. Anything. You could even make it in the sand, and it would convert the sand into soil.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
So
And we
cool.
get some basil.
So excited. Worth it.
Yeah, because when I was reading the stuff for Grim Hollow, I'm like, This really makes sense for the mutations and whatnot that can happen out in the wastes. Because once
Very
you get
cool.
into like the quote unquote irradiated areas, you can mutate. There is definitely nothing saying you can't, so. And normally with these mutations, the more you level it up, the more physical change there is as well.
I can make $1 million on selling spices.
You were not abusing my gift. Is there anything that we can do? I mean, we already offered if we could bring anything for you, but I feel like I should give something in exchange for such a gift.
You don't need to give me anything, dear. Seeing you is all I needed. You make me happy that the clan is still up top. I may not be a member of your clan, but from what Illuvius here has said and has told me, you're dedicated to helping others and preserving life.
Always.
There is no more noble a goal. So I
go
do
forward.
have one
Go ahead.
request.
Yes.
That you keep an eye on this one as she nods over to Snit.
Always.
Snit, is it?
Bow again. Yes.
Please, you don't have to bow.
Sorry.
It's okay. I get that a lot. When you get back up top, she reaches over and she pulls one of the scales off of her arm and she hands it to you. Bring this to other kobolds.
Oh, okay.
Tell
Okay.
them that their mother misses them. And tell them where to find me.
Yes. I will.
And if at any point you wish to make this your permanent home, you only need to say the word.
Oh, okay.
And she leans in and whispers her name in your ear.
Oh, I was about to ask too.
And her name, she whispers this in Draconic,
Mhm.
is Malmona. Which when translated is the small mother.
Okay. Yeah, Snip. Say, thank you very, very much.
Please just continue on living.
I mean, if there's one thing us kobolds are good at, it's keeping on going.
That was one of my blessings. Give me a moment, I'm writing something down.
see the face of concentration.
You all have access to this city. You will be unhindered where you go. Though, you do look tired.
Very much so.
Brutus, as she calls out, this large bipedal shark man comes swimming up. Show our guests to some accommodations so that they may rest, treat their wounds, get some sleep. And just gives a and kind of
We probably really should get word up to our friends. Otherwise, they'll just be up there wondering about us.
I can do that. I have a messenger I can send.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good.
tell them not to trust the lizard folk up there.
Yeah.
I just I don't think he can actually speak, so I'll need to write a note and attach it to him.
It's fair.
Let
I mean-
them know to save at least one of them for me.
I mean,
Please.
if they can speak they could speak the elemental language of primordial, then he can speak to them. Or if, like you, he's attuned to you,
Yeah.
he can speak. But yeah, anybody else, it just sounds like a bunch of, electric squawks.
Have we seen Gaius or Bernard speak a language other than Infernal and Common?
Nope,
Okay, so note would probably be the
probably.
best approach, just to be safe.
While she's writing this note,
But how are you going to write the note?
That's my
We're gonna
next
visit the
question I was gonna say
scribes and
is,
get our stuff.
could I? I know we're gonna go take a rest, but if you have something I could write with, could I have
Oh.
something to write with?
Yes. The houses that you'll be taking to do have utensils there to write. I almost forgot that your parchment down here is completely useless.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Speaking
not
of
taking
which-
any of my stuff out of my bag.
Speaking of which, and she clasps her hands and unleashes like a small wave of water, like torrent of water towards all of you, as this small shield kind of forms over you. That should keep your weapons from degrading down here, as well as your armor and anything you may have in your bags. Last thing I need is anyone's property being damaged.
oh, thank
I
you.
Much
appreciate it.
appreciated.
Would our friends be welcome to join us after they've dealt with the bad people at top?
If they wish, I have no problem with anyone down here as long as they're not here to cause trouble.
Syra shakes her head.
Do they cause trouble?
No more than half the group does.
It's more of a professional.
He sells information. We can't.
Yeah.
No.
And we can't let him
Okay,
know
that's
exactly
good.
what's here.
This stays between us. Understood?
Hmm.
Syra's gonna pointedly look at every single one in the group.
Can we at least have them send Scrappy down?
What's a scrappy?
He's kind of my companion.
I mean,
It's a-
he's mechanical. He'll sink. It'll be real hard to get him back up.
So he'll just get here faster.
Mechanical, you say?
But how are you gonna get him up?
Your choice.
Don't worry about it. I got friends.
But we don't tell Gaius or Bernard about this place. It's too risky.
I don't think it's possible for me to hide anything from Bernard.
As-
I tried.
As you say, Bernard, you hear his voice in your head. I hope that's your lovely self is not in any sort of danger. You've been down there for quite a while. Are you okay? As you hear, it's a message spell.
Did anyone else just hear? No, okay, just me. All right.
That is going back to Bernard.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just like, Callie, I'm speaking to you through a spell. Anything you say, I can hear up to 23 words. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Standing a ladder on a bird.
If you're talking to him, just say it.
As and
He
again,
said that it was only 23 words.
as he appears, as it rings in your head,
Tell him to save one.
Just-
Tell him to save one.
where are you? I don't see you coming out of the hole. Why send a letter? We're talking.
I before Callie starts talking, I look her in the eyes and I say to her, we're fine. We need to rest before making our way up.
You don't know what he asked, but
Yeah, you don't. The only thing she hears it.
we just hear her
she's
talking.
she's flustered, like, and everything. And she's that's very much just like, we're fine. We need some time to rest before we make our way up.
Okay. I guess that's 2 words. We're
Oh,
fine.
don't trust the lizard people.
Don't trust lizards.
Save one for me.
We're resting. Going to rest. We're in water, but we can breathe. 4 more words. Oh, shoot. That was the last words.
Like 4 more words. Oh,
Eric's just face palming, just.
Why didn't you
perfect.
tell him to save one for me? I'm trying to fucking kill him.
Because it's
was
fine. You'll have
counting
plenty
and
of more
then-
battles.
And
you,
now they
and you
know we're
just hear, you can breathe water? So much
Yeah.
ideas.
No.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
inappropriate.
So many schemes. So many secrets, Callie.
No.
It's in
Like,
front of Callie.
for a day. Right, Sarah? It lasts a day?
Yeah. 24 hours.
Just say we need to rest up and we'll be up.
I
After
did.
our
I
rest.
said that.
Just tell him Syra
But
did
he
it.
keeps talking.
You're still talking for the spells.
And he doesn't respond to anything afterwards because he's out of slots for it, but
I think he got the point.
Hope so.
Boy, talk about an overbearing boyfriend.
They'll be fine. But I would feel more comfortable if Bernard I trust a little more than Gaius, but Bernard also can't tell a lie. So let's just try not to tell about this place or try not to say too many details. Okay?
So I shouldn't send a letter then.
I mean, they already know we're safe, so we're probably fine.
Okay. What if they come looking for us?
you
Then
guys,
deal with it.
you all gonna follow me or just gonna stand there and talk amongst yourselves?
we've
Sorry.
been following.
Sorry. Yeah, if our friends who are not lizard people come down, please don't hurt them. But I would prefer they not know about this place, just to be careful. Yeah.
I don't guard that tunnel. I don't care. I was told to take you to a room. I'm taking you to a room.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
He kind of begins to swim off, leading you along. Unlike the rest of the creatures down here, he doesn't have a tail. He has feet.
Reversed.
You don't have a tail like everybody else. You just have little toes.
That's because I'm not a mutation.
Oh my god, is this actually a shark folk person?
Mm-hmm.
This is the real legit shark folk.
Street sharks.
Cool.
All I can think of is Moana, the whole shark head.
Pretty much what it
Alright.
is.
Does it make it more difficult for you to swim since you don't have the back fin?
He just kind of like looks back at you, and he's just like swimming perfectly fine.
Yeah, you do look like you swim okay.
I can move the current around me to swim faster than you can.
Ooh, that's cool. Hey, do you ever get like a blood frenzy? Like when I'm in shark form, I get this blood frenzy thing and it makes me like super attack.
Yeah,
You
you
get
know,
that?
I kind of do that.
It's cool, huh? You just go, rah!
Really good for fights.
Yeah. I keep swimming.
I wouldn't mind seeing the apothecary, please.
Well, I was told to take you to a room. Taking you to a room. Afterwards, you can explore the city as much as you want.
That's fair.
Yep.
Look, the boss said room. I just do what she says. She's bigger than me.
That's
What's your name?
Brutus.
Brutus.
Thank you, Brutus.
And he takes you a bit out of the dome into one of the houses that are a bit closer to it. And inside there are there's a large enough sleeping area for everyone, but there's no beds or pillows or anything like that. As well, you're sleeping underwater. That's wouldn't work.
I mean, we're technically still half fish people, yes?
Mhm.
So, makes
For
sense.
72 hours.
There is a food over there, and he points in like a large like bowl of like kelp and other plant life. You're more of the meat eating kind like me. The food tanks over there. He points over, and there's a small cage that has a couple fish housed inside of it. And yeah, welcome to the city.
Quick question.
Hmm?
How do people sleep? Like, do they just
With their
stop?
eyes closed. That's a
But
weird question. How do you sleep on the
do
surface?
we drift, or like we're new to the whole? And I point down to the half fish body, and I was like, how do we?
I don't
just
know. I
drift?
don't watch people sleep. That's
fair.
weird.
It is weird, but I figured someone would know.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, very weird.
If you don't want
Smiles
to
over.
drift, I usually just nestle myself into some kelp or something. So you can just kind of tuck yourself in a corner or something. Usually you won't drift too far.
I mean, we haven't had anybody drift before, so I guess it's part of that weed they all eat. It just allows you to sleep without drifting off.
Okay,
I, on the
I was-
other hand, have a bed.
nice. Thank you very much, Brutus.
Yeah. And kind of swims off.
Bye. Sarah turns to the group.
Like squeeze in unison, but for a completely different reason. Woo!
Oh, books!
Books. Stuff from before the calamity.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah. Hmm?
How do we cook our food?
Who said
We
anything
don't.
about cooking?
I mean, I could prestidigitation it.
Have you
That
ever
would just
had
warm it
sushi?
up.
I mean, I could just cook it.
Raw fish is delicious.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
also raw
but-
fish stuff.
Raw
I've
meat
had
isn't
that
horrible.
before, but
Wrap it in a little seaweed.
I've never prepared it myself.
Here, I'll show
You
you.
don't-
And
you
I'll
just-
just bring her over to the kitchen area.
You
So
just,
I'll
you
start
know,
teaching.
Get in the water around us.
just
I mean,
bite into it.
technically,
and
where
then
do you
she'll-
think all the fish came from?
Well, yeah, but like once you cut it open,
Yeah.
it's gonna bleed everywhere.
How do you
There
think-
is absolutely no means of how to actually cook a fish down here.
No, Syra just
Magic.
reaches in, grabs a fish, and just eats like one. It's like a smaller one, and she just eats it whole.
And as you see Sarah's mouth open, you notice that her teeth are now like that reminiscent of like a shark,
Hey, your teeth are like my teeth.
where you can
Wait.
just pull, just like
So-
bite and just pull into it.
If you already had like shark teeth before, because you know you eat raw meat on occasion.
Wait, how many rows
Yeah.
of teeth you got?
Just one.
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
do we keep our regular teeth if we
No.
already had them?
Oh yeah,
Or-
if you had like the predator teeth before, then you're
Yeah.
fine. Like that's normal for you, but anybody who had like, you know, normal flat teeth, they now have like
normies.
shark teeth.
My fangs multiplied. All right, and just grabs fish, grabs kelp, wraps it around.
It's not disgusting.
It's not horrible. It's not as bad as the cardboard tasting crap I had back in my monastery.
Or whoever cooked the other day, shit ass cook.
Hey, I cooked great in the morning.
So,
Nyrix eats everything and anything, so she don't care if it's disgusting. She doesn't notice.
It's like, if it's raw, it's raw. Who cares?
Will it
Yeah,
sustain my life force? Then all right then.
A little salmonella never killed anyone.
Makes me
I mean-
stronger.
Callie doesn't mind the whole raw thing. And she's a carnivore. She's had plenty of raw meat. It's the whole biting into it and then suddenly in a cloud of bloody water thing.
That's exactly what prestidigitation is for.
Yeah, you use prestidigitation to get rid of the water, the blood in the water.
Sure, easy enough for you wizards to do.
Prestidigitation, magical napkin.
Pretty
Indeed.
Keeps your whites white.
Can also warm and cool fluid. So
So right now, Snit is off in a corner area somewhere, holding that scale, just looking at it, kind of in shock.
And like as you look at it, you can see that it softly every now and then softly pulses the soft ice blue light. Almost like a heartbeat.
Reiju wanders over to Snit. Hey, doing okay?
I just met our progenitor.
Snit. Just like she said, she's just another person, just like you and me. But I can understand the big deal. You looked like you were in complete shock. You okay?
To be honest, I still kind of am.
You still got enough energy in you? Thinking about making a trip around.
Yeah.
All right, come on. And I'll.
One second though.
What?
Snit swings over to Callie, taps her on the shoulder.
Hi.
If you get one of those head messages things again, or if not, can you try to send word to Dice and or Bernard that in the morning Scrappy is going to fall apart, and that or in 8 hours Scrappy's going to fall apart, to take care of Chubster, and if they want a place to sleep, all they have to do is tell Scrappy deploy before she falls apart.
What's wrong with Scrappy?
Nothing.
That's normal.
I mean, and basically, I'm going to remake her down here.
Oh,
Rem-
your work is very confusing. To
if
me.
you remake her down there, the bag of holding stays up top.
I have the bag of holding.
Oh, you have the bag of holding with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only
I'm
thing that's up
pretty
there is the
sure.
house. No, because no, the bag of
pill
holding
and
is
Chubster.
the bag of holding is in her mouth.
Yeah, but I made it specifically so that I can take it out when I need to.
Yeah, but did you take it out?
Yeah.
I don't recall, but okay. I thought it was
Well,
still in Scrappy.
I'll go back and look, and if I didn't, then they're to hold on to the bag of holding.
Don't take anything from it.
I mean, I can
Snit will
always,
know.
I can always just send them a note, like I mentioned before, because that might alarm them, unless
Yeah,
they know.
that's why I want to say it. Anyways, I'm gonna go see the sights with Reggie. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Just jet out.
It just,
Like,
boom.
just kind of like just have a day or like just a moment just exploring not only like just the architecture but also like all the statues, all the plant life, all the parks, so to speak, of this city that we can before
Mhm.
tiring ourselves out.
Yep.
And we'll eventually rib Snit for, looking at Sparkles a little too hard.
She can disappear. I want to learn how to do that.
It's okay, Snit. It's
I can
okay.
teach you.
I know.
Oh God!
As Sparkles appears right next to you.
Hey, Sparkles.
Hi.
Yeah. My friend Snit really likes the way that you do your camouflage.
Oh, it's not camouflage.
What is it?
I go somewhere else.
Kind of like, oh, is that kind of like what that bad person up there was doing?
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there. Okay. So basically they'd go between one different plane and then come back.
I don't know. All I know
Yes.
is I can go one place and I could go another place. And the places are different, but kind of the same.
Kind
But also
of
different.
ghostly?
No, like reversed.
Mirror.
I
Sure.
perk up. Zeller perks up.
You're
We're not there
They're
at the
not there.
house.
Oh, I
Right.
thought you were at
No.
Nope, we're gone.
Okay.
Give me a moment. And she grabs hold of Snit and both of them vanish.
Okay. Oh.
There is a yelp from Snit until he's no longer visible, I'm guessing.
And like you are taken across and like there's just like this rush and everything is upside down and backwards. But where Reiju is sitting, you now see wearing the same clothing, but the facial features and everything are just completely distorted. The body itself is not right. It's very uncomfortable to look at.
Snit probably actually lets out a scream.
And as
What'd
you
you
do,
do to Reiju?
as you do the thing, like the other Reiju kind of looks at you and she's like, oh no, and she pulls you back out and you reappear. You're not supposed to make noise. They can see you.
What happened?
Wait.
What'd you do to Reiju?
Can I do an
Reiju's
Arcana
fine.
check? Can I do an Arcana check to see where they probably went?
This would not be Arcana.
Okay, so it would not be Arcana.
No.
Okay.
Reiju, are you okay?
I'm fine. I didn't do anything.
You
I've
look
just been
so
waiting.
weird.
I just kind of pick up Snit, like, sort of like, hey, it's okay, and just hug. And it's like, what did happen? Who was I myself?
I mean,
Just kind of put
like,
Snit
you were
down.
still wearing your clothes, but like your body was all like weird and your face was distorted and it wasn't you. And everything was upside down and dark and I don't know, it was weird.
That's not familiar to me. But I like all of a sudden I think about Spark. I'm like, you got to be careful when you do that, don't you?
No. I know how to get around. I've been doing that almost all my life.
Well,
Those things don't see me anymore. And anything I touch, they don't see unless they make noise.
So
oh, Snit, you
Okay.
screamed.
as long as I don't make noise.
And you're
It's
touching
safe?
me. No, and you're touching me. It's safe.
Okay.
The first couple times across on your own, you got to be careful because they can see you. And they will try to eat you.
Say what?
And if they eat you, you don't come back. But whatever eats you takes your place.
It's
What?
like
I was kind of like, huh. I'm fascinated by this, but I'm like also terrified at the same time. I was like, huh. Okay. What if I went with you? I'll try to be quiet. Is that okay?
I'll be quiet next time.
I would love to see this.
Never taken a non-kobold over. Could be fun. You could get stuck.
No. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Would you? Are you sure? I don't want you to get
And
hurt.
as you say that, she grabs hold of Reiju and Reiju vanishes. Were you holding on to Snit still?
No.
Okay. And you're taken to the same area. But you don't see you at the moment. You see Snit, or what you can only assume is Snit, as it more looks like a jumble of kobold, if anything.
I will tap on the hand that's holding me, assuming that's Sparkle.
And she nods, and then she points out in a distance, and you can see this area is just filled with these strange, distorted creatures that are varying in size. And then out farther, you just see this giant, intangible mess of tentacles and eyes just floating off the distance. And then she pulls you back to the other side.
Hold on. Did I recognize it? The massive tentacles. And
You wouldn't.
Whatever.
No, this isn't something you're familiar with or have seen or have encountered.
okay, so it's not from the nightmares.
It's not from the nightmares.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I forgot you had those nightmares. Yeah, it is from the nightmares.
Reiju is actually going to just politely tap on Sparkle's shoulder, saying, "Thank you. I'm going to need to talk to you tomorrow,
Okay.
along with 2 other people."
Yeah, I had to get us out of there. That big guy can see me.
I've met him,
Yeah, so have I.
as have a few of us.
Those I've talked to have called him the Dream Slayer.
Just mental note there.
Apparently, what I slip into is the realm of dreams. That's why everything is so odd looking and distorted.
Sorry, really quick. They are back on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see Reiju is just pale, like almost pink, pale.
Well, Snit was very curious and about to ask some questions, but if he sees that, are you okay?
She saw the big guy.
What big guy?
Just kind of slowly hug onto Snit and just
The Dream Slayer,
That doesn't sound good.
Lord of Nightmares.
Okay, yeah. Just hugging her back.
You said you've seen him.
indeed.
Oh, that's not good.
We fought before.
You fought. That's worse.
The only one who won in that fight was Syra, our druid friend.
Oh no.
And like myself, I believe one other person is.
No, you don't understand. If he killed you, doesn't mean he ate you.
He erased our memories for a little bit.
That means you're still there. He still has you. How long ago? How long ago was this?
In game, I would know that was about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago.
It was about like 2.5 weeks ago.
2.5 weeks ago. So about 17, 18
Half-life.
days? No, 20, 25 days.
Oh no, you're at Half-Life. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix this fast.
Who do we talk to? I'll grab Zelark, grab Mina.
No, take me to your friends. Take me to your friends right now.
We'll go to the home.
Yeah,
Just got
as fast as
while
possible.
at home, Minako's gonna ask Syra, "Hey, you druids didn't happen to fuck around with temporal and spatial magic, would you?"
Not my clan that I know of, right? Reiju. Or not Reiju, right? Rosian. Sorry.
No,
Renee.
your clan doesn't fuck around with time or temporal magic. You are
Or life.
Yeah, for the most part, you are the druidic equivalent of a life domain cleric.
No, we're all about growing things and making things live. And
Just asking, since this place seems to predate all the shit.
we turn into animals a lot. We're really good at that in particular.
No,
But
that's not.
A hippie commune.
No, figured I'd ask since that dragon is as old as time itself.
well, she's not really one of our clan. She just has adopted our clan. She's more kin to Snit, but very powerful, very respected, and in a way, seems like a mother to the world. I mean, she seems old, ancient. So it's quite an honor, really. You guys are very lucky. We're all very lucky to have met her. Yep. So I guess we'll wait until they get back, because I was gonna say I was gonna explore the city, but if they catch us beforehand, I don't know.
I would say
I was gonna do the
we would
same.
be bum rushing the door at this point.
Well, unless anybody else has anything to bring up beforehand.
I was just gonna go out to the apothecary.
Yeah, I would probably go with, we wouldn't have waited if they were going around to parks and all of that stuff. I feel like we would have left. I wouldn't have just stood in a room while the entire city was there to explore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had intended
Yeah.
on going to the scribes.
Okay.
So I'll go
So-
with Nerix to the apothecary.
Okay, so the two of you go out and you explore a bit, but you do find an apothecary nearby, maybe about a block away from where you're at. And inside is a small tabaxi, but with a shark tail. Yes, it's the catfish.
Alrighty then.
It's like it looks at you and it has like these wide eyes, just like pupils just filling all of it and looking around.
Getting some Miyazaki vibes here.
Yep. Hello. We're new in town.
You're orange.
What?
You're green.
I'm
Oh. Okay, that's way too much.
It's purple.
It's just a second. Just a second. Oh,
Point out our skin color.
oh. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Did you have some bad mushrooms? I've done that before.
That kelp is too ripe. I may still be having
better?
issues. You're red now and you're purple. Is that normal?
Yeah,
Oh.
Close.
Sort of.
Not quite.
Okay.
more orange.
Close enough.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Shade of red, I guess.
Like a burnt orange.
Sorry, I'm trying to make some new paint and that was just way too strong. How can I help you?
Need assistance with a recipe? I guess you're one to ask?
Depends. What do you need?
The stuff, the ball of the seaweed or whatever we ate to help us talk underwater and turn into this for a time.
The fish balls.
Clever name. All right. Yeah.
That's the
fish
name?
balls.
Yeah, they're called fish balls.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna rename them. Anyway, yeah, if I create all kinds of concoctions and wouldn't mind learning the recipe.
Me too.
Oh, of course. So what you do is you take overly ripe kelp,
Okay.
fish that have begun to decay. I'd say give it 1 or 2 weeks is the best.
Okay.
Wrap it up together and then use a bit of oyster juice to slick the outside. And there you go.
Any magic to it? Ritual?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we will have to stock up on 2 of those supplies. With your new ability, we can at least get the kelp part. But unfortunately, I don't think those are really freely put on land.
Well, whenever we come across small body of water, we can make some grow.
By the way, don't eat it out of water. That
Good point.
is bad.
Okay.
Make sure to keep it in water too, or it dries out.
I figured that. All
and
right.
then it smells really bad.
How long do they last if I make them ahead of time?
As long as they're underwater, they're fine.
All right. It's good to know.
What if we kept it in like a container with water?
That would be fine as long as it's in water.
I was thinking of a jar.
Just-
Yeah, I could just make some ahead of time.
And make sure that you don't let the fish rot too long, or it's going to have a bad effect.
And how long should it be rotting for?
2 to 3 weeks.
Just right?
2 to 3 weeks is normally how long I let mine rot for.
Okay. 2 to 3 weeks.
This doesn't sound like something we can just carry around with us. It's gonna go bad.
You'd be surprised what kind of crazy concoctions I have for ingredients in my pouch. This is just adding to it, to be
Okay.
honest. All right, I wouldn't mind making some while we're here to kill some time, but obviously I can't make an abundance of it. I can fit enough for this jar may hold about 2 per person, maybe, if I get the ingredients right now.
Okay. So
Future.
you're new, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so you probably don't have what we use as currency. That's what do you
Oh.
trade?
Currency.
What do you trade up top?
Coin. I take out a platinum. These.
Yeah,
Or
they're
goods.
called Electrum.
Oh yeah, electrum. Sorry, use the wrong term.
You use electrum?
Yeah, with gold is very hard to come by.
No.
I see. Well,
We could trade goods though.
no, electrum can work. It's just strange. We don't see much electrum down here. Gold, rubies, that sort of thing. Yes, that's in abundance.
Oh wow, that's super rare up top. We'd be like crazy wealthy.
Well, if you ever are up for a bit of treasure hunting, there's a ton of boats outside that are right for the pillaging.
Did you say something, Nerix?
No, I was being. Shadow Fox was talking to me, so I missed that
Oh.
whole thing. What was the?
She said, well, if you're up for a bit of treasure hunting, there's a whole lot of boats outside of the city, just,
With gold and rubies.
Yeah. just right for
Oh.
the pillaging.
I mean,
Maybe-
is that legal? Are we okay considering how they almost got in trouble stealing from your temple?
Yeah, we don't want to take stuff that.
Oh, no, you don't
No.
steal from the temple. Out there, it's the, what do the kobolds call it? Finders keepers.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I
thank
don't
you.
really care, but Zelark might like to know about it. And Snit and them.
Well, if nothing else, it's great materials or bargaining chips for supplies potentially. But
Yeah.
I would definitely like to do that. But beforehand, you said you'll accept Electrum.
Yeah, I can find a use for it.
Okay.
Maybe maybe I can
yeah.
crush it into a powder. Maybe that will help. That's for another time.
Do what you
Yeah.
want with it.
How
How much would you like?
I would like, because it sounds like all these ingredients have a timestamp on them. I don't want to buy in bulk, so enough to make 2 batches worth for 7 people, so 14 altogether.
Okay. And how much
However
electrum?
much material.
How much electrum will you give me?
Would you
I-
like?
Don't honestly know how much this stuff is worth. To be
Honestly,
honest, they're not common.
Honestly, I don't know either.
Ah,
I don't have exchange rates
sure.
for useless coin.
I'll give you
yeah, no joke.
20.
Would
20 works.
yeah?
Okay, I got it, sis.
Are you sure?
I got a ton of money
Where'd you get a ton of money from?
from Gaius to pay out our bill. What we owed the city, but I never actually paid the city yet. So I just have all that money.
we kind of got ran out of town.
Yeah.
Can't pay a fine if the fine office is destroyed.
Exactly. Okay, so all right, yeah. The thanks, yeah, is 20 sounds good, I guess. Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you, Syra. And thank you for teaching me the recipe. Can I do a quick insight just to make sure that that's like all on the up and up as far as like those are the ingredients?
Sure.
Okay, that's my insight. Oh, my insight's actually pretty good. Okay. That is 18.
She's lying out her ass.
What were the ingredients again that I needed for all this?
It's in there.
What are they though? I've completely forgot. I'm
The
dumb when it comes to fish.
ripe kelp,
Mm-hmm.
the 2 to 3 week old decayed fish, and some oyster juice.
Mm-hmm. And how bad of a stomachache would I get when I ingest this?
You shouldn't.
Yeah, I shouldn't even take it. What is the real recipe?
Oh, hey. Were you not being truthful with us?
Damn, nobody's gonna try this. As I just drop my D20.
Oh no, trust me. I would like to still try that recipe. I have a few people I would like to try that on, but what's the actual recipe?
Fine. Look, just once I would love to see a skeleton explode out of somebody's body.
Yeah, I would like that recipe still. I'm still gonna keep the old recipe.
It's like, fine.
This is not very nice of you. How are you an apothecary?
I'm the
We're
only one.
outsiders.
I'm the only one that knows how to do it. Fine. Look, all you need is you just need kelp. That's true. Freshly cut. Ball it up. And then you put crushed pearl over it. You do a small little ritual. It enriches it. And it does that. She points to your body.
And what's the ritual?
It's... Oh. Can you cast spells? You a mage? You
I
don't
know,
look like
but
a
I
mage. You got it.
Can cast spells though.
Got a bow. Druids could work too. Here. And she reaches over and she brings up a scroll. Step-by-step instructions on how to do the ritual.
Went insight check that shit too.
I'm gonna look at it and insight check it now that I've
Just
Fridge
once, I
doesn't
want to see a
immediately-
body explode.
Yeah, Syra immediately trusts most people, but once Nyrix sees through the bullshit,
Once
she's
Nyrix
like,
calls bullshit, then it...
Yeah.
I purposefully had a high insight just for these moments where I'm just like, no, I can't believe I didn't do it earlier. I usually do.
Dirty 20.
It's 19.
19?
Mhm.
She's telling the truth this time.
Okay.
It looks legit, sis.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
My bullshit meter's not going off.
so so this ritual is a second level spell. So you need at least you need either you need the ability to cast a second level spell in order to use this ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, so
can
I can't cast it
third.
as a ritual. I have to actually cast it as a
No,
spell.
no. You could cast it as a ritual. You just have to have the ability to cast a second level spell in order to enact the ritual.
I
Oh.
actually can cast the second level.
So we
spell.
can both cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What little spells I can do for my once a day shindig, I can do that.
And
I'm
for
calling it
and
fish person spell.
for the school, it's transmutation.
Okay.
Can you do ritual casting if you don't have the feat to ritual cast?
You, unless you're a specific class, you have to have the ritual feat.
Yeah, you for certain things, yes, but this all you need is a second level, the ability to cast a second level spell, because you have the how-to list right there.
Okay.
For someone that doesn't cast spells that often, unless there are Hail Mary moments, Nyrix has no problem doing it, especially since she's not making them frequently. She just wants to make a certain amount and then store it, and then pretty much good to go. So it's not like something we'd be using a lot.
So the other things I gave you is a new thing I worked on. It's called Skelepop.
And it makes your skeleton pop out of your body.
Or it should
This
anyway.
Has been,
I haven't tested it yet because nobody wants to eat, overripe kelp and raw fish or decayed fish.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna keep that recipe because I have both helpful and deadly recipes. So why not add another one?
I'll
to
tell
my
you
set?
what. If you can get me field notes on how exactly the skeleton comes out of somebody's body, I'll give you something.
I can do that.
Oh my god, we have a side quest.
It's right upstairs.
It's an optional side quest, so it can happen at any time. It's fine.
Yeah, get the lizard people, shove it down their throat.
like-
See if
That's
Perfect.
what I was thinking.
And
Yes.
she brings
Among
up
other
brings
people.
up a small canister and hands it to you. There's 2 pre-made in there.
Oh, excellent. All right,
We're so doing this side
thank
quest.
you. She'll give an extra 20 electrum.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm all about it.
I was
experimentation,
really
so-
hoping somebody was just gonna trust that and eat it.
I have insight on for a reason. I just don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Otherwise, I would have. But I was like,
Thank goodness for
No.
you. Thank
Yeah.
goodness for you, Nyrix.
All right.
Gotta have my bullshit meter up.
We all jump into water one day, pop those things into our mouths, and just
Die a horrible
instant
death.
TPK.
Instant TPK.
Nyrix just TPK'd the whole damn body.
Half the party's dead, half the
Dear
party's
God.
actually turned.
Just funny. If I reach level 7, it may or may not affect me. Who knows? I just turn into some weird monstrosity.
Just at one point in time, you just look at it and decide to eat it because you want to test how strong you are. You use it as like dares and feats
Oh,
of strength
God.
at your
Oh.
encampment with like the other brothers and see if they can eat it.
You just end up like the Joker at the end of Arkham Asylum, all fucking
Yeah, just all
boned out.
disfigured and everything.
It's like, that plant that the second you eat it makes you instantly salivate like nonstop. It's like that kind of trick, but
Yeah.
it's like, here,
It's
let's see
like-
if you can handle it.
It's like you put like 3 of them on a plate. It's like one of them will make your skeleton explode out. Everything else is, a culinary experience.
Oh, it's too funny. But no, she'll gladly take it.
Okay.
It's not like she wouldn't use it against enemies.
So while you're off at the apothecary, Callie, you find your way to the library where the scribes are at. And the scribes look a little strange. Stranger than what you've been seeing. Again, 2 legs. All of them dressed in long, flowing robes that seem to extend out past their feet. When they move, it's almost like they hover. Their heads almost reminiscent of that giant tentacled thing you saw out there. Just the large, domed heads. These red eyes and like these tentacles that just hang down in front of where their mouth would normally be.
Do they appear to all just kind of be working in unison with each other, or is there like some obvious structure to this place? Like there's a front desk type of thing, and
they all
that.
seem to be doing their own thing. They all be working on their own, maintaining novels, writing down information. There is somebody at a large circular desk sitting there working on something on their own.
And does this area have signage of any kind? Like I assume there are shelves with books and stuff on it.
There are shelves all over the place, but there are no signs anywhere.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll approach the person at the desk, because that's what we do on the surface.
Kind of looks up to you.
Hi.
And we help you. As you can hear this in your head, and they're not talking, they're connecting to you telepathically.
Oh, why do people keep talking in my head?
Is that a normal thing?
No.
This is how we communicate.
I see.
Apologize if it's an inconvenience.
It's not. I'm just not used to it. That's all. I'm not interrupting, am I? We were told that we could. We're new. Sorry. We just got here.
I know you are
My
new.
Friends. Oh. Okay.
You're Callie, correct? Well, that's what is in your mind anyway.
Oh, you can read what's in. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm Callie. Hi. I was hoping I could maybe have a look around and maybe borrow some writing supplies.
Writing. Oh, that would make sense. He sits there for a moment and he's just still. I have received the okay to give you 1 parchment and 1 of our ink quills.
Oh, okay.
And he reaches over and he brings up a parchment of paper and then just a quill. But it seems to be made out of fish bone.
Oh, that's kind of neat. How do you use ink in the water?
The ink is stored in the bone.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Is it okay if I also take a look around while I'm here?
The library is open to whomever wishes to view it.
Okay, so, up on the surface, we kind of have like a system for organizing books and stuff.
Which book are you
Um,
looking for? Or tomes, I should say. Information.
Well, I'm not really sure. There's so many.
Do you want pre or post cataclysm? Or cataclysm?
Pre, I think. How far back does your history go?
There's no established connected timeline. It's various sources of information that we've been able to collect.
Let's see. Do
Though-
you have anything on races that aren't around anymore? Like really, really old ones?
We do, but I doubt you'd be able to read it. The text is in a dead language.
Oh, I don't know very many languages, so yeah, probably not. Do you have any information on your high druid? I think she was called, your dragon person. I'd like to learn more about her.
You should converse with her then.
Well, I converse a little bit better with books than with people, but I can try maybe later. Maybe I'll bring Snit.
But if you're looking for pre-cataclysm, and he points down to the left, down that tunnel, you'll find all works that we have from before the catastrophe on the upper world.
Okay. And if I was to look for, say, information about the cities up on the surface, or the people that founded those cities, would I be able to find anything about that in there? I mean, I know some of it is.
You may
after the
find it in
cataclysm.
post-cataclysm. But our knowledge of the upper part of this area is, again, limited.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll start there then, and it'll lead me to pre-cataclysm stuff. Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
Our names are not really something your people can pronounce. You can call me Dave.
Okay.
That is what the one they call Sparkles gave me.
Which one is Sparkles?
It's a kobold. The one that keeps vanishing.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Snit seemed really interested in that one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dave.
Dave the Mind Flayer.
She's going to go to the post-cataclysm area and start looking for books on, mostly on the founding of Visteria, hoping that that may lead to more information about Valindra, and kind of lead her in the direction of information about Valindra before the city itself was founded.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Investigation. That
Yep.
is that's an intelligence stat. Oh, Callie, you're so dumb. 11.
11. You don't really find much on the establishment of cities, specifically tied to their founders, or anything on Valindra or Vasteria.
Okay. She's probably still going to spend some time here reading, regardless. And I assume a lot of these books are like handwritten type.
It's
stuff.
all handwritten.
Okay. She's spending as much time reading the text itself as she is studying the calligraphy of the writing.
Okay.
And she'll just be here for either a couple hours or until she has a different reason to leave.
Okay. And there is one point, like as everyone is out doing their thing, Zelark and Minako,
Yes.
back at home, you're startled as Sparkle comes flying into the just like zooming into the room and just yells, "You're all gonna die!"
Zelark
What the fuck?
immediately has a dart ready to throw.
And you see Snit and Reiju come in with like some rather concerned looks on their faces.
Do one of you care to explain what the
with
little
us.
Yeah,
We
please explain.
need Callie and Syra.
They went to the apothecary and I don't know where else.
I'm
Snit
good.
over
We
the
have
ring
these.
network. Yeah, Snit over the ring network is going to start saying, "Everybody back to the house now." I know, big Phil. I know it's
Everybody's
a very
got their
upsetting situation.
rings.
Syra goes, "Oh, okay, we'll be right there. Nyrix, we gotta go." And she'll start leading back to the house.
Callie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm on my way, just finishing up real quick.
All right, thank you. Just
Alright, so anybody care to tell me why I'm gonna die?
remember the nightmares and the.
I never received nightmares.
Okay, so you remember the big squiggly eye guy that we fought in
Yes.
Dream World? Yeah. Guess what? We're not done yet.
What do you mean we're not done?
Sparkles, would you care to explain?
I'm gonna wait until everyone gets here so I don't have to say it again.
That works for me. So apparently, TLDR, since we fought him before, there's lingering effects. Something we didn't know about. This one knows about it. So, sooner the better. Hopefully tonight, before we pass out.
So as everyone returns, Sparkle kind of sits you down.
I realize I can't cast spells today.
Before you dive into
Quick
the
break.
explanation there, yeah, quick break for
Okay.
Zoro and Shadow Fox.
Okay. We will go ahead and take a quick break. And when we get back, we'll explain how screwed you all are.
Is it almost over?
Okay, we are back. What happened?
Great. I
Beat
just cleaned
through
up
it.
some spit up and she just spat up again. literally the second you said, and we're back, Shadow Fox came over and he was like, you did it again. I was like,
He's like, about that.
Kids are spiteful like that.
you know what? It's fine. Nyrix is in the background for this anyway. This is all snit, so I'm going to take care of it. Just carry on.
Okay.
Nyrix is on board with whatever's happening.
Okay.
So she gathers you all into like the common room of the house that you are currently residing in. So your friends tell me that you've encountered the Lord of Nightmares before. The squiggling, calamitous mass of tentacles and eyeballs. That you fought him. And that some of you died.
I was one.
Yeah, all except purple over there.
The only ones that were out of it were Snit and Nyrix, so they're safe. But the
But
rest of us,
Safe is relative.
We fixed it. I
No.
fixed it.
No, you didn't.
Did a ritual. The memories are back. We're good. It's all
No,
good.
you didn't.
Don't say that.
That just delayed their deaths.
Oh,
2.5 weeks, I'm told.
yeah.
Death happens in a month. So you have less than that now.
How do we not die?
He still has you. Parts of you, anyway.
But she said she killed him.
No. No, she merely won. Got to keep herself. We have to rescue you. Well, you have to rescue you.
How?
I've got to take them there. To the other side, the realm of dreams.
And do what?
Find their missing pieces. If not, you will be replaced.
Is it dangerous?
Very, yes.
Can they have help? Can I and the others, can we come with them to help?
You can, but you put yourselves at risk as well.
It's fine.
Is there a way to do this stealthily?
Quiet would be good. But quiet is relative. Those of you who died or he killed will know. Well, he will know you are there somewhere.
How can we prepare? What's good against these things that we might face there? What are they? Anything? Weaknesses, strengths? What do you have?
I don't
What do you
know.
know?
I've never fought. I've always hid and slipped away if things got too dangerous.
What about the Arch Druid? Would she know?
No, she doesn't deal with dreams.
Anybody?
I remember, if we do get into a fight, magic or magical effects are more efficient for defeating whatever's over there. Our physical selves,
Depends. He has control of the realm and changes the rules to see fit.
Great.
Okay. So adjust on the fly.
Does our magic even work on that side?
Did before.
It will work. It will work. Though
Okay.
it sometimes may have different effects, depending on the rules.
Is time different?
There is no time. It's dreams.
Can we armor ourselves over here to go there to kill this thing?
What you wear on you is what you will be taking.
We're rather depleted on ourselves as far as abilities, and some of us have used spells today. Would that affect the dream?
Let's rest before we go in. If this isn't going to affect you till the end of the month.
You must sleep in order to get there.
Okay.
But
But there's
Chairman,
nothing saying that we have to go there immediately. Just
Is
sooner
that
the better.
considered restful? Is the problem though?
It will be anything but.
Rest.
It will be exhausting.
Can we like real sleep first and then travel sleep after?
You can.
Do you guys have something like coffee down here for afterwards?
What is coffee?
Energy.
It's an
God, it's a
elixir of
hellscape.
life.
Hey, it's a bean. Someone can grow that.
No, we don't have anything like that. We have no need to drink.
I can grow some later, but not now.
You get some sleep.
Yes.
I will take you in the morning.
Okay.
And at that point, Reiju just kind of passes out in a corner, just still a little pale from the news.
Anybody else have any questions?
No questions, but Sarah might need your help with something later. First,
Okay.
before bed.
Sure.
I have more of a statement than a question. We have nothing to research to figure out what we're up against. We're going in blind into a realm.
You're going in blind. We've fought this before.
And do you know how to handle it when you get back? You don't. Just because you fought something doesn't mean you know it.
I can
need
bring
to
you
do
You
back.
didn't live it.
I can bring you
Let
back.
us-
But how do we fight it?
You don't fight him. You stay away from him. You find the missing pieces. You steal them. You get out.
And what of the other creatures that could potentially be in there?
You fight them. You hurt them.
Can our normal magics and weapons hurt them?
If you believe it will, it will. It is dreams.
All right.
If you can control if you control your dream, you can hurt them.
So lucid dreaming. All right.
okay.
Okay. Dream or sleep? Actual sleep. In the morning we go. I'm not comfortable, but it needs to be done. It needs
Just
to.
make sure nobody dies.
So
There
what's the
is
plan?
no coming back if you die over there.
She's gonna look over at Syra.
Mhm.
Do we need to buy more diamonds or something?
I can't
Diamonds
do
will
that.
not work.
I don't know that magic yet.
Oh, you don't? Damn it.
If
If
someone
you-
goes,
If
they
you
go.
die, you are imprisoned there. Something else takes your place.
All right.
Or we need to rest, and we need to be careful when we get over there. Avoid fighting. Only do it if you have to. Quick and quiet. Best way.
Also, avoid screaming or making like audible like noises.
Quiet whispers.
I can
We
prepare some
communicate
things
through
to
our
make
rings.
us more stealthy. Sorry, Nerix, what did you say?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it's a good thing we can just whisper into our rings.
Yeah,
That should be enough.
we're trying. Yeah. Okay, well, let's prepare what we can. I've got some healing salves and potions. If anyone needs anything, let me know. I think I stocked you guys up earlier, but if you used anything,
If you want to give me more.
I glare at Nerix.
Rojan, how long? I meant to ask this earlier, but how long would it take? I know for the actual recipe, it just takes like a spell, like do the prep, a spell, and it's like made. How long does it take for the skeleton pop thing to? How long does it take for me to make those?
Well, you have to have the ingredients for it. So,
well,
you know,
technically, I bought them.
yeah. So
I do have the ingredients.
afterwards, it would just be using your alchemy kit in order to correctly make them. You're pretty much making
Okay.
if you look at it, you're making a sushi wrap
Oh, so
or
it
a
doesn't take
sushi
that
ball.
long
It
to
doesn't
make
take
them.
that long. You literally throw the fish into the seaweed, ball it up, and then put the oyster juice on it, and there you go. You just let it ferment.
Okay. Then what Nerix is gonna do for just a little bit in the evening is make probably a couple more of those really quick, and she'll go ahead and she has a little container that she's gonna grab. If she's in a dry zone, she'll go to an area where it can get wet. She's just gonna scoop up the water from.
Oh,
just
there's no dry
there.
zone down here. It's all underwater.
Okay, yeah, she's just gonna wave her arm in the air to scoop up some water or whatever. Just and that way she has a.
Go ahead and give
jar.
me an alchemy
Okay.
check here.
That's wisdom. Okay.
Yep.
What is it? Oh, actual 19.
Okay.
So 25.
So you're able to make 3 of the skelepop balls.
Cool. So I have 5 altogether. Okay.
So while Nerix is doing that, I'm going to take some time to take that piece of parchment and fish quill that I acquired, and without mentioning anything about the city, as per Syra's request, I'm going to write a note explaining the predicament that we just learned about in as much detail as I can, and I'm
Don't
gonna
forget the
summon.
instructions about Scrappy.
Oh yeah, and the note about Scrappy, and then I'm gonna summon Ruger.
Give me a second. So Ruger
Away from everyone else. I'm
Ruger
gonna
comes
summon
out and
Ruger.
like you can see that he's physically uncomfortable down here.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not. I need you to deliver something for me. I know where
He's just like, do you not have any idea how hard it is to maintain a form underwater?
No.
I ain't delivering anything like this.
But
As he just like goes back into your eye forcefully.
that's uncomfortable. So guys, a problem with the delivery. He won't do it.
Did you tell him that he would be able to leave the water if he did?
I didn't get the opportunity.
It's
he
not a
crawled
part of-
into my eye.
As you hear him echoing your head, it's not about getting out of the water. It's like being in the water. I can't swim.
Oh, he can't swim. He's not a diving bird.
I'm an eagle. I don't go underwaters.
He really doesn't like the water.
Maybe we could swim to
And
where
I'm
we went down.
literal electricity. You don't touch water. That
Yeah,
hurts.
there's also that part too. It's like physically painful for him to be in water.
Is the cat down here with us?
No, Cat's still up top on the skiff.
Something really bad and morbid, but I'm not. Okay. All right, good. Kitty's up top.
You know what? I can go.
No, stay. We need you. They will need you.
No, I'll be back.
No, stay. Sleep.
Snit.
I can have I will have somebody throw the paper out of the water.
You gotta go up a big hole. It's like 300 feet.
We're fast swimmers. I'm not gonna swim. I'll give it to somebody to do it.
No, I mean, after that hole, you gotta go down another tunnel, and then there's another hole.
Well, that's going to be impossible because I can't walk on land. But you are needed here.
I would be back. I just need to.
Not in time.
Okay, well, when Scrappy falls apart tomorrow morning or after our rest, then maybe they'll send you a message again.
Yeah, that's I guess all we can hope for.
In the dream
And
world.
when they do, if they do, you tell them to take care of Chepster
Right, of course.
God.
and the pill.
Do we have private rooms in this house, or is it just one big room?
It's just one big room.
We're in a hostel.
Snuggle party.
It's big enough that everyone has space. It's just
That's not the problem.
Good, because I starfish.
You're not going to be a starfish. You're going to be a T.
you're gonna T-pose underwater.
Split it in half, you get 2 L's.
Anyway, Syra, a minute, and she'll like swim away to one of the corners.
Okay. We're in a corner.
Okay, yeah, she brings out her knife again. Is like, could you do my hair one more time?
You want me to cut your hair?
The back, yes. Can't see.
Oh. It's getting in your eyes?
Well, we're underwater, so yes, it's getting longer.
Okay.
Just the
Well,
back, like last time. No pink.
Okay. Let's go outside so that we don't get the hair everywhere while people are sleeping.
As you go
that
out,
shit floating in my mouth.
as you go outside to give her a haircut, and then everybody lays down for the night.
And one last thing, she is gonna give Syra the ribbon. She's like, if I'm gonna fucking die tomorrow, at least I'll look pretty. Can you make me a bow?
You kept it.
And
I thought you
as
threw it away.
Everybody
That's a fucked up
Lays
joke,
down.
but no, yes, I kept it.
for the night to get some sleep. Thoughts of what await them tomorrow. That's where we are going to leave off.
Hold on.
Yeah,
real quick.
same.
Rojan's like,
Wherever-
I'm trying to end it.
No, I get it. But wherever Reiju lays down, Snit will lay down with her. This is not big spoon, little spoon. This is person, big dog. Like curled up, tail curled up, big ball against Reiju. That's what that is.
All right. So that is going to do it for us this week. We here will be back in 2 weeks. As next week we have on Saturday, we have another episode of Wayward Wanderers. On Monday, we got another episode of No Way Out. On Tuesday, another episode of Destiny Forged. But coming up here in about an hour and a half, we will be back with episode 3 of Behold Lore with our special guest Azarin this time around as we talk about homebrewing, not the beer, the game wise.
Still D&D related.
Still D&D related, but maybe we'll go into the beer paladins, but we're not talking about actual.
Well, this is a big topic in a little episode. We're gonna get into like one thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have like a home brewing parts 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have specific topics, that way we can just focus on that. That way we can continue on with a different topic next time, because you're right, we're gonna just get on one and then that's probably it.
Yeah.
I'm psyched for tonight.
But that is going to do it for us now, everyone. We will catch you in about an hour and a half for episode 3 of Behold Lore. So then, catch you later.